last week on the Glass Cannon Podcast.
You're a smiling wolf for life. Those who desert are hunted down and killed.
It does not seem fair to Gik.
And I fought with you. Haven't I done enough to step away?
Well, let me ask my brothers. Wolves! Like, yeah, I'm not saying it started. That doesn't have to be this. Quiet! Seems like I have been outvoted. We will provide you with a boat that should get you to at least Winter Break Bay.
How long is this journey?
You have 2 days worth of rations to get to Winter Break Bay. It could take a week and a half to get through the Lake of Mists and Veils. These waters, though, can be strange. As you get to the bay, a dense fog hangs. Deniji stands up in front of the boat. What is that?
Wait.
These bubbles in the water. It starts to provoke this vision that you all see standing before you is a glowing gateway. Remius, you look and you see Barnes, and you see Zephyr, Gik, Buggles. Standing in the distance is Sakawachi, silently watching all of you. And now you're back on the boat, and the bubbles have turned into figures, pirates that are wielding weapons, coming directly at you.
The adventure continues now.
So I had a dream last night. I've become pretty decent at remembering my dreams as of late because it's like dry January.
That's the reason.
Dry-ish January.
Dreaming.
Yes, lucid
Dreaming when you're not super drunk.
Going to bed when you're not fucking
I really
blasted.
remember all my dreams.
Choosing to go to sleep instead of blacking out.
So waking up on the couch. Where's my wife? And I had a dream.
Here's this.
Who's the president?
I had a dream last night that I was in an improv class, which sounds like a nightmare because I had to watch the improv class from the dream. But it was a dream, and the teacher had split up the class in half, and so I was out there with the first half of the group. And I don't know what the basic of the improv is that you all have one leg, and so
This is your sober dream?
everybody's just kind of hopping around on one leg, or some of the older people are like they're dragging their other leg because they can't balance on one leg. This is what I remember from the dream. And I think the idea of the first half of the class was doing this. The idea is that you couldn't really say anything. You just had to kind of gesture to each other. And I had like two gestures. One would be like, oh, we both have the same malady. Or the other one being like, oh, what are the odds? That was just kind of like, oh.
I said, like, you too?
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
What are the odds?
That was pretty much
Of all the gin
I was
joints.
about to say, all the gin joints.
I don't know what the teacher was going for with this, but those were my two things. I just kind of went back and forth. And then for the second half of the exercise, you could say something, but I don't remember what it was, but we were all out there and we were all just like standing on one leg. And I don't know what the goal of this exercise was, but we're all kind of like hopping there, looking at each other, and there's like 20 of us. And I said, so is this your first convention too? And they all laughed. And Yeah, so I'm hilarious in my dreams.
So you dream of being hilarious?
I dreamed of being hilarious, but I woke up and I remembered every single detail of that.
Did you wake up giggling? Did you laugh yourself
just
awake?
like, that was a good line. That
was a good line.
That's a good line.
Have you guys ever laughed yourself awake? It's very weird. It's such a weird feel. Like you laugh at a dream. You giggle at something in a dream and you're like,
My dreams are all nightmares.
I would say my dreams are much more terrifying and dark than that.
You guys okay? You should do Dry January. It sounds like he's having a great time.
Well, I just had a nightmare the other night that I remembered vividly. And it was one of those nightmares that I woke up and I had to like feel my surroundings to ensure that that wasn't the truth.
Yeah.
I was like putting my oldest child to bed.
I'm going to ask before you get into it, which is a question I feel like I'm going to ask you a lot today. Do I want to hear this?
It's not sexual, but it's weird.
A rare non-sexual nightmare?
I'll tell it quickly because I
want to hear about this.
Because usually I know it's a nightmare and I just like, get over here.
Dip into your psyche.
Yeah.
It's not sexual.
It could have went that way, but I told my wife the next day, she goes, that could be a TV show. So I was putting my oldest son to bed, but I was back in like the house I grew up in and the room was in a different part of the house. And my wife was putting what seemed like 8 other children and people to bed. And when I told her that, she was like, that sounds like our life. And so I was putting him to bed and I saw something moving on the wall and I went to go look. And at first it looked like a bug, but then I realized it was a paper cat. And the cat was like a drawing that was moving in one dimension along the wall, but it was alive. And I tried to
one dimension.
I tried because it was flat.
Two dimensions.
I had 2 dimensions. Yeah.
I was going to say that is a real nightmare.
Yeah. It was,
A line.
Yeah, a lot.
Conceive of
But it was
that.
this paper drawing of a cat, but cut out, moving along the wall. And I went to grab it and I hit what I thought was the wall and it wasn't. And it like squealed. And I was like, what the hell? And then I found an idol of an Oni. You know, the Japanese like demon, the Oni. And I realized we had brought that into the house. And so I went upstairs to try and explain to my wife and my mother, we shouldn't have brought this Oni stuff.
Your mom's there too.
Yeah, she was there too. And now we were upstairs in a different
excursion
house.
to darkest Japan. You shouldn't have brought this cursed idol.
It was like a white bowl that had the face of an Oni, but the round part of the bowl was like the arms of the Oni, like so detailed. And I said, we really shouldn't have brought this demon bowl into the house because the pictures are coming to life.
Good advice.
And,
The children's drawings are coming to life.
and then I looked on the baby monitor and Archer was waking up on like the baby monitor that we use for Edie. I said, oh, let's go get him and make sure that paper cat isn't there. So my wife walks downstairs with me and we walk into the room and she's already in the room. And I say, wait a minute, I thought you were coming with me. And she's like, what are you talking about? I've been here the whole time. And then I turn around and Sam walks into the room.
Oh my God. Oh, no.
And I'm like, and it was so realistic. I was just like, wait a minute. And they're like, hold on, I was just upstairs with you. And the other one is saying, I've been here the entire time. Jeez. And now it's not about Archer anymore. It's about these 2 Samanthas. And I'm like, so what's going on? And one of them says, it's okay, and hugs me with, like, I'm laying down. She's like
in a mirror?
hugging, and her face is turned aside of me. And then I look at the other one, and the other one is turned into like a rat and has like a rat's face. And I said, oh, Sam, this is something wrong. And I realized the Sam that's hugging me is holding me down. I'm like shaking telling this story. And I realized this is all part of the demonic stuff. Neither of them are Samantha. Oh, she's like holding me down and I have to like push her away and get to the rat. And then I start killing the rat. It was intense. That was my dream. I did have some whiskey before bed. So I said dryish.
This sounds like Delta Green.
California.
That sounds...
The whiskey dreams.
Yeah.
In the beginning there, I was going to say when you started, but it took a turn, but I think the beginning counts, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about David Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I had a David Lynch nightmare last night.
Were you also drinking whiskey? Because that's when they get me.
You know, that could be because I was thinking about Lynch all day when I heard the news, and that could have been maybe it just got into my psyche.
It sounds Lynchy.
It was very Lynchy.
I just remembered this.
What was is it like?
It's nowhere near as detailed as that.
It's good.
I was reading this. I've been reading this this video game book, and so in the nightmare, I was playing a video game that was like a Lynchian video game, right? So it was like a surreal horror video game, but I was also in it. So it's almost like it was like a video game, but it was VR. And I remember it almost like kind of like a Dead Space elevator. I don't know if you remember Dead Space, but it was like this big industrial elevator. And I had to go in and hit this button and the gate closed. It was like, gong, 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 and it started going down. And there was all these like supplies and like lockers in this elevator. And it was just grinding down these floors. And then I just knew like inherently that that the elevator would never stop going down until I opened every locker. And there was this music and this feeling that something was in one locker that was going to leap out at me like when I opened it. And I'm just like, I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. And I opened a locker and it was empty. And it was like, go to the next one. Open it and it was empty. And nothing ever came out of it. But the main horror that I kept feeling, and the very David Lynch thing about it was like, I just want to stop playing this game, but I can't. Like, I'm not allowed to stop playing this game for some reason. And I woke up last night, just in the middle of the night, and was like, that was so weird. That was like so strange. I was just like, in this elevator. It's bizarre.
Most of my scariest dreams, I don't have a lot of nightmares, but most of mine are like as a movie. I am watching it happen, and I'm like I'm not even in it. I'm just witnessing things.
How do you
happening.
have sex with the participants?
I'm watching. I'm really voyeuristic. I'm into that.
She likes to watch.
I like to watch.
We've learned a lot today.
Don't have a lot of sexy. Actually, in fact, I have anti-sexy dreams. I'll like try to hook up with someone, and they're like, "No, thank you."
But they're polite.
All of my dreams.
You have polite,
literally. I'm
non-sexy.
like,
It's nice of the boys.
I don't want that from
a hot celebrity.
This is neither the time nor the place.
And I am not the person. I'm like a hot celebrity dream, sex dream, and they're like, I actually don't want to have sex with you. I'm like, okay. And that's my whole dream. But
Nightmare.
That's a nightmare. For scary dreams, though, I just watch it and I'm not involved and I don't know the people. It's as if I'm watching a movie, but it feels as if I'm like there watching something happen. So like I've witnessed like a murder in a dream. There was someone on a pontoon boat once, like in the marshes of like Florida or something. And somebody was like holding someone down in the boat and like murdering them in the boat. And I was like on land watching. And I was just, my heart was racing. And I was like, oh my God, they're killing that person. They're killing them. And there was nothing I could do. And then I'll wake up or I'll watch myself swimming in the ocean getting attacked by a shark. And I'm watching it and I know it's me and I'm like dying. And I'm just like, they're dying. And then I'll wake up and I'll just be like, well, that was weird. I have no control in my dreams.
some crazy disassociation.
Yeah, like I can't take any action. But it's even scarier because you guys are like fully doing the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes I lucid dream a lot. So sometimes even in the throes of a dream, I'm aware and I start trying to drive the car, and usually that ends the dream. But this one with the two Sams, I woke up and I was just like touching her.
And just big rat face. Hey, you wake up again.
My nightmares are like video game related, where like it feels like I'm in the worst video game that you would want to live in.
Yeah.
And I'm like killing stuff and like, it's like zombies or just like dead things. And yeah, I wake up and I'm like, God, this is my life. And then for like 20 minutes, I'm like, wait a second.
That's not my life.
Where am I?
I don't have to do that.
Oh, that's not my life. Oh, great.
Oh,
Gotta wake up and kill all those zombies in space. Wait, no, I don't.
Skid, do you dream?
Yeah, I rarely remember my dreams anymore, but I used to lucid dream a lot when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I read an article in Cricket magazine.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Cricket magazine?
I loved Cricket.
We have the 3 and under version from Mira.
Oh, cool.
Baby
I didn't know it was
bug.
still around. I was like,
Cricket, is that like highlights?
yes,
I mean, it's like the
it
step
would
up
it'd
to
be found
highlights.
in the same pediatrician's offices as a highlights magazine.
I think it's Baby Bug, then Cricket, then Highlights.
Yeah,
am I
baby,
right?
but wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, shit. But yeah, it's like it's almost like a digest kind of magazine for kids. And they have little like sort of Sergio Aragones like strips like at the bottom featuring Cricket and his friends and everything.
Oh, fun.
This big black bug was up. But I read an article in there about lucid dreaming. And that got me thinking about it. And that got me lucid dreaming. I was just like, I had full control over my dreams for about like 2 years or something. And
It's
it was
awesome.
great.
You can train yourself. It's like you draw an X on your hand or something, and then you stare at it a certain amount of time.
You look
per
at your
day.
hands,
and
you
then
look at a clock.
in the dream, if you see you can.
I don't know what I did recently. Like recently, all my dreams, like I kind of know I'm dreaming, and then
Yeah.
I can start driving.
But you don't wake up.
I don't wake up,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to train yourself not to wake. Because usually, as soon as you say this is a dream, you just wake up like instantly.
What
Like
if
your brain's like, the jig's up.
Yeah.
All right, we're calling it.
Right, exactly.
what if right now is a dream?
No.
I mean, that's
Brody just
I
went
think
like
it's
this in the
more like
background.
definitely. I think it's definitely a nightmare.
I guess we'll find out right after this quick break. Folks, we're back. I want to thank our sponsors, Foundry Virtual Tabletop. I've been doing some really fun stuff here with Foundry that may or may not show up today. And of course, good old Norse Foundry. Eric from Norse Foundry sent me some cool dice that I brought. I think I'm just going to take all my dice and throw them in the trash and start with these new ones. Thank you, Eric.
All those Norse Foundry dice you have, you're going to take those and throw them in the trash?
Well, I'm rough with my stuff. I'm rough with chairs, as we all know. But I'm rough with my stuff. I have like my split the party ones that have the D20 on them. These are still nice.
We should like auction them off for charity or something. Don't throw them away.
Don't actually throw them in.
Monetize that shit.
I mean, they're not all chipped. Some of them are actually good. These are the Red Sox ones that Eric gave me last year, but the D20 on that one I think is chipped. And then I've got a prototype die. This one crushes. It's killed a couple of you. But it's got a little chip on the 11.
He just looked at you.
He looked at me. When
It's killed a couple of Sydney's characters.
and then he looked at me twice, like back again.
I'd like to be nicer with my things, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Nicer things. Are you gentle with your things?
Yes. I sit gently.
You're not gentle with other people's things.
I was just about to make the same comment.
Oh God, I wish we could cut to a flashback of like breaking Matthew's dice.
Oh, please. Give me a break.
I haven't chipped a single die on my own.
You're a gentle soul.
Oh. That was a die-on-die situation. That's not like I rolled your die.
Little die on die.
I threw my die
I had
onto your
mine.
die by accident. My die came out of it unscathed.
Well, we might see some dice
Obsidian, pure
rolls
obsidian.
today because you guys have leveled up.
Yeah!
What level are you all now? Five
It's
alive.
a nice 1 and 2.
And
That is
this
a
many.
nice one.
Juiced.
Let's talk about, before we talk about the events of last episode and this like vision or hallucination or reality that you experienced. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was a nightmare. Maybe it was all too real. Before we get into that, let's talk about this level up. Level 5. What does level 5 remove look like?
Remove!
Did you take a new dedication?
No, I
Rogue
didn't.
dedication?
I didn't. A lot of it's about ability score upgrades. And I decided I thought about putting a point in Constitution and then just decided not to do it. Because I was like, he's kind of like a sickly-ish guy, always has been. So like, even though that would be good to get some more HP at this level, I'm not going to do it. So I focused on wisdom, charisma, intelligence, and dexterity, which is nice. You get another trained skill, which is fun. And what did I train that I hadn't trained before? I think it was nature. I think I did not. Oh, no, I had nature. I don't remember which one I trained, but I do remember that I got an expert level up and I put that in religion. He was actually not an expert in religion previously.
That's cool.
really
That tracks.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. It was a pure, whatchamacallit,
No, you should have put
party
it in as
optimization
medicine.
decision.
Because I think it's time for you to actually be trained in medicine.
Yeah. I mean, shockingly, he actually is already an expert in medicine, despite the results of his procedures. And then the thing I'm most excited about, though, is that you get an ancestry feat at 5th level. There's a human ancestry feat that is just phenomenal called Clever Improviser.
Oh, yeah.
You son of a bitch.
My God.
Did you take that too?
It's the greatest feat.
It's the same. I took the same one. I was like, how could anyone not take this feat?
It's probably the greatest feat in the entire game, like of any class.
Clever improviser?
What is it?
It's
You
amazing.
get to use what skill for like multiple things?
You
or-
get your proficiency bonus in every skill -1 that you're not trained in, -1.
if you're 5th level.
If you're 5th level, and you can't get it until you're 5th level.
Yeah.
You can get untrained improvisation at 3rd level as a general feat. This human 5th level feat is you get that feat, which is anything at -1, and you can do any trained action of any untrained
Even
skill.
like traps?
Yeah, I could set traps. I could pick a lock right now with Ramius. I mean, if you scan down.
So a trap that has a requirement of at least trained. If you're not trained in stealth, you can still do it.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Thievery, but yeah.
It says you can attempt trained skill actions even if you are untrained. I don't know if it means
That sounds to me like you can.
A lot of times, though, those things are really less about trained because you can't even disable a device unless you're trained.
Yeah,
right. So it's kind of like usually those things start at expert, but
Interesting. Well, that's very cool.
yeah, it's so cool. When I look down my skill bonuses now, I mean, I don't have a single one under 6, and most of them are not under +7. So any skill I could just roll,
And
which is especially important for knowledge.
yeah, I mean, and there's some classes like cleric, I'm assuming, that you don't have a lot of skill proficiencies out the gate, like
Correct.
a rogue does.
Yeah.
So this is
It kind of takes a while to get there, but now I'm there. And if you combine that with my the focus spell that I get through my deity, through Grahasta, it's scholarly recollection. So I can basically roll twice and take the better result once, with a focus point on a knowledge check.
Sweet.
So before I was kind of limited to nature and religion. Those were my primary trained monster knowledge skills, but now Arcana, occultism, any one of those, I could do it in. And so, yeah.
Did you get some new spells or new spell levels? Or
Oh,
just-
yeah. But we'll see that as
Okay, but did you get a higher level spell?
yeah, 3rd level spells unlocked.
Ooh, how many? 2?
2 spell slots at 3rd level.
Okay, very cool. Can't wait to see those be misinterpreted soon.
Yep.
So Barnsey, now I feel like a thaumaturge has lots of access to skills,
Yeah.
more so than a cleric.
I mean, but it's not an intelligence-based class, so you only get so many.
Okay.
So I took clever improviser as well because I saw it. There was another cool one, but I was like, how could anyone not take this?
Yeah.
Especially I feel like I have a rogue. I'm filling the rogue slot ish.
You're a bit roguish personality-wise, at least.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I bumped up intimidation to expert because I figured if we use that 3rd action, and I have intimidating glare, so I can do a little demoralize. The big thing for thaumaturges at level 5 is you get a 2nd implement. So right now the mirror is my 1st implement.
Huge.
Oh.
So I have chosen the 2nd implement.
Okay,
So
and now the mirror, it has the thing that it does. This other implement, do you make it up, or it's written as you get a brooch, and a brooch allows you to do X?
Exactly.
It's that, okay.
And then both of them level up. So when you hit 7th level, they gain new abilities.
Get out of town. That sounds fun.
It is fun. And the one I chose is very fun.
Is it a hanky?
It is a hanky. How did you know? Yes, it is the hanky.
A hanky of
The
wind?
hanky implement. It's in the book and
A
everything.
hanky of sweet wind.
So it's cool. So you're allowed the effect is you can use both of your implements at the same time. So you're allowed a free action to basically switch implements to when it would become relevant.
Okay.
But so you're basically wielding both and you use whatever becomes.
Nice.
Oh, so that's that. So level 5 is a real nice jump.
It's juicy.
It's a juicy jump.
Good for you.
And then I
You get spells? I forgot all about you.
No, I have a spell through the
Who are you
ocean
again?
sky
What's your
sage.
name?
Thing.
Oh, right. the
Talitha,
Sky
right?
Just rude. After holding up the implement that did her in and then bragging about it. And then I bumped up strength, so I'm up to a +4 in strength, dex, con, and intelligence. So I get an extra language, which I haven't picked yet. Oh, I should ask, what languages do you all speak? Because I probably would learn one that you know.
I only speak 2 of them.
What are they?
Common and Elvish.
Common, Elven, Draconic, Tengu, and Vudrani.
Ooh.
Well, Tengu.
I'm waiting on, I have another language to pick too. I have Common, Goblin, Halfling, and Elven.
I guess I would take Elven, right?
I took Elven with the level up.
Did you take Clever Improviser?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I just have common and gnomish.
I'll take Elven. That's maybe we're just like we read.
Yeah, I felt like that was what made sense. Yeah.
Elven. Nice.
Great.
Let's talk about old Zephyr, one of the originals
Zephyr Poo.
from this show. Zephyr Do.
Level 5 is fun for monks because now my unarmed strikes are expert strikes.
Oh.
So any strikes that I make that are in the brawling group, which is strikes with my fists, if I crit, I get this critical specialization. You have to roll a fortitude save, I think, and if you fail, then you are slowed 1 until my next turn. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I also get perception expertise at 5th level. So now all my saves are expert and perception I'm expert in.
Ooh.
So
and
that's
you
very
can
nice.
see invisibility to some degree as well.
And then I sat down today and I was like, I know how I'm leveling up. And then Joe was like, did you know that Clever Improviser is the best skill feat ever? And I was like, but now 2 of you guys took it. So I'm either taking Clever Improviser because
It's human only, right?
you're a
Or
half
can you
elf.
do
I'm a
as a
half
half
elf.
elf?
She can
Yeah.
take all human.
Clever Improviser because I'm not trained in deception, but a trained action in deception is feint. And I feel like that could be fun with like martial things.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only do it when you're trained. So I could do that. Or I can put one of my ability scores in intelligence and then train it actually. And then choose the ancestry feat that I was going to originally take, which is Forlorn, which is an elf one. Watching your friends die fills you with morose.
Morose?
No, I won't let her do it.
The only way she'll learn.
At the side of my face.
Blame.
Morose.
Don't do it. It might be funny.
Say that with your mouth. I say it with my head.
Morose?
Morose.
It does have like a row. Morose.
Marriage.
Watching your friends die and age fills you with
Mowage.
morose.
I've now forgotten the correct way to say it.
I don't even know what the word means anymore.
You're literally doing the I can pay you in bois.
It makes you morose.
Morose.
Can you just say it like that from now on?
All my friends dying makes me
Morose.
morose.
I'm morose.
So it makes me
I'm an
morose.
immortal.
And that
I'm
protects,
immortal.
and being morose protects me against harmful emotions. I would get a +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against emotion effects.
Oh, you're like Gen
And
X.
if I succeed, it's actually a critical success. Wait, what? What'd you say?
You're like Gen X. That's the Gen X trait.
Let me ask you this.
Gen X can't
is
be
it
hurt.
between that and this clever? I mean, that is
It
Zapper
fits
to a
story-wise,
fucking
and I
T.
feel like
Right down the line.
I feel like if we ran into things in the future that had that, I would kick myself if I didn't take this. So I might.
It's also so true to the story and character. It's one of those
like
things
you
where
have
it's like,
lost a lot of friends, and
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 that's
you are
like
being
kind of how
pretty
I'm playing.
morose about it.
well,
You
it's
are.
very
That
morose.
Very morose.
very morose.
Very morose.
Shut up, you guys.
I'm so tired of watching my friends die. Well, that's cool. Now, let me ask you this. Can you have some downtime-ish here on this boat, this journey, wherever the hell you're going. Can you retrain out of your bow if you wanted to like better be able to use your fists? Because that might be something,
if
even
I
if it's
did
not
that-
as
It's a glass feat, right? I don't see why
Yeah,
you couldn't
if-
retrain.
If I did
at your
that, I'd
level.
have to retrain my first level class feat of monastic archer stance.
Yes.
something to
Which
think
I-
about. If you wanted to do that, because it seems like you've been using your fisticuffs a little
Yeah.
more
Well,
recently. Just throwing
also,
that out there if that's something you wanted to
Like
do.
behind the curtain, I did make Zephyr to fill in a ranged role in our party when we first started. And if I'm not filling that role and doing other things, then maybe it would be worth it to just redo that. I bet you everyone
throwing
on
that
the
out there.
internet would love that.
They are not watching. Does anyone else do range now?
I do. I mean,
Oh yeah, you do range. You do
I do a little range, yeah.
You
Very
miss-
extremely
you
ineffective.
miss on a couple of lightning bolts. and
Searing
stuff.
lights.
Yeah.
I've had a few bolts from God just miss, go astray.
Yeah,
I
something
hate,
to think
when
about.
that, I hate when God misses.
it's
Yeah.
terrible aim.
You don't have to decide
I'm
now.
more of a
but
reader.
You might want to.
Mulligan.
How much of a laser ray shooter?
What about?
Turns out I already had Elven, so I took Goblin. Figure maybe.
Oh, so now you guys can talk on the
I'm
side.
talking instead.
It's fun.
What is the
Secret
cool
Yeah, what does the Kula Khan
What?
speak?
Well, that was the thing. Like, I was going to take that language. It's
Is
like,
it made up?
yeah.
Oh, so Matthew can't take it.
Well, no, I do speak
It's
Goblin.
not in his character sheet.
I
could teach him
speak
it.
Goblin.
Sure, sure.
The Kula Khan speaks another language.
What is that language called?
I don't know.
It would be handy. To speak,
Hulakanish.
it would be handy to speak that way.
Kualakani.
Kulikani.
Yeah.
Kualakani.
Coolish.
I also realized.
Cooley Cooley.
I also realized, Matthew, I have a Fae as well. I can speak Fae. I forgot because I'm Fae touched.
I speak fee. I speak fee.
Speak fee.
I speak fee.
I speak Fae.
I speak fee. What'd you take?
Fee.
I speak fee.
That just gave me a
What is going on
flashback
with
to
us?
that like language like thing when you were a child with
It's
like
some
do you know
Are you talking about the backwards word
Nope.
with the Pig Latin?
Nope, she's got
No.
something else going on.
that show, that commercial for learning languages for children, and it was the drawings.
Is it Hooked on Phonics?
Hooked on phonics.
Is it Hooked on Phonics?
You'll be reading like never before. Reading opens so many doors. Get hooked on phonics.
I think that was just about learning your current language.
Yes,
Yeah.
phonics is in another language.
And the girl's like speaking French. She's like,
Is it Babel?
Yeah, Lumphy.
What?
And the way that you like jibber jabbered sent me back there.
The Rosetta Stone?
We got to look this up.
I don't even know what to look up.
CD-ROMs
What's it
of
called,
the
Babel?
Rosetta
I think the
Stone?
thing we can take away from this is that Kate thinks French is jibber jabber.
Wow. That's
Were you
like
trying to say je m'appelle?
Got all the jibber jabber.
Are you saying je m'appelle?
What is it? Muzzy.
Muzzy.
I think you, Matt.
Oh,
Thanks,
because
Matt.
Muzzy speaks French.
Yeah, I think, I don't know.
Muzzy.
Who's Muzzy?
Yeah, Muzzy teaches English to children as young as 2
Oh
and
my
up.
gosh.
And other languages, right?
I guess.
Muzzy.
Yeah, and
it was
not
like
a-
a cartoon.
A dog or something? What
It's
is
like a big
Wait.
guy. It's
No.
Muzzy
Yes.
and Gondoland is a. No, that's something
it?
else.
I've never seen that thing before. I
Well-
don't like that thing.
I think we've learned nothing. What is your 8th character leveling up with?
yes. Let's take it to Gick.
Con.
Con?
Constitution. You live forever.
Yeah, so I get an ancestry feat, ability boost, skill boost, and then also spells. It's not a huge one. The spells are really helpful. Getting 3rd level spells.
It's pretty huge.
It's pretty huge. There's some good ones. I think you guys will like what I picked. But the ancestry feat, I'd like to hear from the peanut gallery for once. There is the best one I think for me is called energized font. I can, as one action, focus my mind more quickly, and I can regain a focus point with just one action to cast my spells that need focus points.
How many focus points do you currently have?
3. Not all my spells need focus
Does
points.
that mean you also have 3 focus spells?
No, I have
All your spells are focus?
no, not all of them. My focus spells are like my muse bard spells specifically. So it's like courageous anthem, counter performance, lingering composition,
Oh, yeah.
hymn of healing. My regular bard spells are not focus related.
How often can you do that action? Once a day?
Once per day.
Okay.
The other one that sounds interesting, and this is a little more, I don't know, bard-esque, Snow White-esque,
Oh boy.
but it's
Famous bards. Snow
I
White.
Yes.
I,
Famous Disney bards.
She's-
But like,
She's
yeah.
more of
she's
a
a
ranger.
bard.
She's more of a
Is
ranger.
she a famous Disney bard?
she sings so much.
Just because she whistles while she works.
They all sing.
The dwarves
that would make
whistle well. Are
every
you
Disney
kidding me?
character ever a bard.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Snow White's working in the mines?
I think she's a ranger.
She doesn't whistle while she works. She doesn't do shit.
She literally
Down
sings
in a
like
bubble.
songs.
She came down in a bubble, bro.
What movie are we talking about?
What are
Anyway.
you talking about?
Are you talking about?
Wait, Wizard of Oz?
Somebody
Are
get
you using it with
Witch?
Wizard of Oz?
Somebody get her a Muzzy subscription.
All right. You can hear animal sounds as conversation instead of unintelligent noise. So I can talk to animals.
Nope,
Yeah,
the other
that
one.
one. That one.
Let's do the other one.
Thing.
Let's do
Are we
the other one.
voting? Are we voting?
But in my mind,
Do not even do that in Baldur's Gate because I found it so exhausting.
Hear me out. I did also put my skill increase into survival. So now I'm an expert in survival, which I think makes sense character-wise. But we're traveling. We're in these unknown lands.
Troy is your GM.
Troy's my GM. Trying to remember. Troy's my GM.
Now you can do a song like, I'm a survivor, I'm an expert in survival.
Thank you. That was
Expert
quick.
in
You
survival.
would do really well in my class.
Yep.
Just do that.
He dreamed about
I've dreamed about it last night.
A nightmare.
That's tonight's dream.
A nightmare.
Just fuck all your
Just do the
friends.
Helvetica one.
Just do what?
Oh my gosh.
Bang your teacher and make you watch.
What?
She likes
Wait
it.
for a second. What?
Look at her watching.
He's going to invade your
That's
dream.
going to be my new nightmare.
But you have to watch because as we
You're
established,
there.
that's what you do.
You do. You're there, and I have to watch.
Yep.
Oh
dream.
God, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to text people when they're in my dreams, no matter how weird the fucking dream is. So if you're in my dream, 7 a.m., you're getting a text like, "Hey, last night was fucked up. I just got to let you know what happened."
Why'd you have one leg?
You had one leg and you're in improv
One
class.
leg banging everybody.
Just do the Helvetica, the boring version.
No.
I can't do. I can't do
It's
my
only once a day.
my
and it-
Comic Sans.
And then you got to remember
Helvetica is
once
a
a
great
day
font.
over the course of many episodes.
Can't go wrong with Helvetica.
I could have gone with Faye.
The vanilla ice cream of funk.
I want to let you know.
No, it's the one that's everywhere. You try to go a day without using Helvetica. You won't move far in the city.
I mean,
I could
Subway.
I say one thing that I don't think is
It's a font
been said.
monopoly.
Focus points. That would mean you would have to have used 3 in a single combat.
Because you can refocus.
In 10 minutes outside
Right.
of combat.
Um,
This is for focusing in combat. This is like I'm running out
yes,
of
I understand.
spells.
It just won't happen often either.
It won't. The other things that I can do, I can look through this list again, but like razzle dazzle, like that's one.
I don't know what that is.
Sounds fun.
It's
This is an ancestry feat?
they're all gnome feats. So like razzle dazzles for a weapon, I could like blind a creature with like the shininess of a weapon. I don't use weapons that much.
Are the 2 options you gave us your 2 feat 5s
Yes.
for your ancestry?
Yeah.
I think you should talk with animals.
Just talk with animals.
Come on. Do the other one.
Yes. Okay, so
Putting
two
Putting a
people said
lot
talk
of
to the animals.
You can
faith
talk
in me to
you
make
can
it
talk to Chalky
useful.
I'm gonna
It's such a gnome thing.
I know. I want to do gnome stuff.
We're about to.
We've had a lot of fun with it in Legacy of the Ancients.
Yeah.
'Cause
We're about to-
True.
I can speak with animals as a gnome.
That's true.
And it's,
but Skid,
Oh my God, I
Skid's
can
my
Skid
GM.
enjoys that and creates fun.
Fraught.
You know what?
I'm going
We're
to
about to
ruin your
never
time.
see a single animal in this world
Yep.
ever again.
You can also force him to do something he doesn't want to do, which
is
would be really
always
fun.
I'm gonna choose
They all died in the
animal
purge.
elocutionist for now.
Okay.
Lemon law. After this, whatever. We'll see.
after you talk to the first animal.
After I talk to the first
You'll
animal.
be like, all right, I guess I'm not going to do this.
You will not see a single animal the rest of this time. And if you do, they will be bloodthirsty and trying to kill you.
The woods are eerily quiet.
I will
Weird.
also warn
Not
you
the
that if he
chirping
Not a
does
bird,
give in,
not a fish.
if he does give in, and you want to have a little bit of a taste of what you're getting into, just check out the Insect Spies episode of Giant Slayer.
Oh my God. Yes.
But yeah, this is the issue. Troy doesn't give us information, so the fact that I
Oh, no. 5 arms to a leg.
Not only was it painful to listen to, they gave us inaccurate information.
Yeah.
They lied.
he's not going to help us is the issue. I'm
He's going
gonna
to
say-
deliberately deceive
Yeah, I'm going to say, which way should we go? Animal that's lived here your entire life, and you're going to be like, I'm fucked up.
I just moved here
Yeah,
from the Grove of Tears.
we'll see.
Still trying to find my way around.
We'll see.
Good day.
I'll keep this
There
in
you
mind.
go.
I'll choose that for now. I'll keep this in mind.
I'm
and
gonna
then-
I'm gonna make it just useful enough until the lemon law passes, so that you're locked in.
then you're dealing with that.
We're gonna have some fun with this.
I'm sure we will. And then some spells. So those will come up hopefully during this combat.
Spells. Skid, talk about the new Buggles.
I took for my ancestry feat, I took Vandal.
Ooh,
It's a goblin
Vandal?
feat.
Vandal.
Vandal.
Oh, Vandal.
It's gives basically like if I'm attacking like a trap or an unattended object, I ignore the first 5 points of hardness. And then it also is ordinarily it gives you thievery trained along with it. I already did have thievery trained, so it allows you to choose another skill. So
Nice.
I took deception, which I didn't have. I also got I got my new focus spell, or not focus spell, signature spell.
Signature spell.
Signature spell at 3rd level. Got 3rd level spells. My signature spell is Fireball. So that's fun.
Oh, that'll level up with you.
Do you have a couple
Yeah.
to choose from, or it's just like Fireball?
No, that's the one that I get with Oscillating Wave, I think.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And then the spell I chose is to share invisibility.
Oh,
Shared invisibility. So I can it's a concentration spell for 10 minutes, and I can share it with basically the whole party.
Wow.
It's an emanation
That's
from me.
cool.
So it's just like if we could all
Invisibility sphere.
That's not what it's called, but yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, like the remaster maybe version. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
probably, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's very cool.
Very, very cool. Nice little
Good for like
level.
getting into places.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then we'll break shit.
Yeah, I could break anything in there.
Fireball doesn't mess around in 2E, and I'm assuming you get to heighten it as you level up.
That's what the signature means.
Yeah.
'Cause it heightens automatically.
Well, I can
So you're going to do cold Fireball and hot Fireball.
I guess so, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fireball. It's a killer. She's a killer. Cool. I found this nice map here on Foundry. I want to just show it to you guys here. Little map of the area.
Ooh, that is nice.
Obviously, we were using the interactive Galarian map, which is like the Google map of Galarian, but this is a nice, sort of a better indication of where you are. So you see Winterbreak Bay, you see where Skywatch is, and then obviously Mendev is over here to the west. You got Numeria to the south. Now you can get a better sense of where Brevoy is and Iobaria, and you see like where the frozen north is, just to the north of Mendev, and this giant lake of mists and veils.
And remind me, we made it to Winterbreak Bay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you made it to Winterbreak Bay, and it seems like you are going to continue heading along this coast, this southern coast, going to Mendev.
Yeah.
Until you hear differently from Sakawachi's dreams.
I just read this town Chesed as cheesed.
Cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
Cheese.
Numeria.
We have to go to
stop. We have to stop
we
at
have to
cheese.
go
Stop
to
at
cheese.
cheese.
We have
You
to
gotta
have
get those
cheese.
curds that they sell everywhere.
Yeah.
Ooh, squishy.
It's illegal to take them out of
Should we
cheese.
just stop in Numeria, just get a bunch of guns, just get a bunch of laser guns?
Yeah, probably.
What's stopping us from just
Exactly.
stopping over, just getting a bunch of robots and laser
hiring
rifles?
some androids.
Yeah.
Just like be the front line for us.
You do have some options, but
But that's not one of them.
that's not one of them. All the gun stores are closed. It's the new ruler of the land.
No animals and no
They
guns.
signed an
The
amendment.
coast.
I do love that all the like high tech stuff is effectively contained in Numeria. What a great job! However they do it, containing all that stuff into one principality on this planet.
I think it was there
Sounds
like
like an
hats
adventure,
off.
honestly, to get some weapons and get out.
I feel like in the history of it, there was some sort of alien crash.
There was a
where that technology.
it's all inspired by the Expedition of the Barrier Peaks,
Mhm.
the old module. Like that's the kind of the inspiration of it is like that. But
Yeah.
Is it Iron Gods? Is that the event?
Yeah.
That AP is that event?
That's
yeah,
the first one, I think, in the Pathfinder 1E canon where they started to deal with extraterrestrial.
It's-
that was the one before Giant Slayer. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were looking at it.
Yeah.
We wanted to do more of a classic.
Yeah.
yeah. Dell was running it actually. Dell was running for a while. I sat in on a couple sessions. Yeah.
It's cool. Very cool. Well, as you're sailing through here, you've got 4 members of Sakawachi and 3 of his buddies, Anuma, Ulikuk, who is the navigator, and Deniji. Obviously, Pamak, sort of the chronicler of the group, was found dead outside of the walls of Skywatch, along with one of the members of the Smiling Wolves, torn to pieces by a dragon-like creature that you decided not to mess with. And so Sakawachi has been grieving. It seems like there was a romantic relationship there. Maybe they were betrothed and decided to put that aside to follow Sakawachi's quest here, the quest of their tribe to save both the Aratakis and perhaps the world from this great evil. And so throughout the journey so far, since you've left Skywatch, Sakawachi has been sort of sitting in his grief, Ulikuk doing his best to navigate these waters. At the end of last episode, you saw these bubbles on the water, and then the bubbles started to rise and began to overtake the vessel. And you were all transported back in time to this shared vision where all of you, along with some of the members of your group that are now deceased and other members you couldn't even make out their faces or perhaps did not remember, standing there staring up at a Ayudara. Looking off in the distance, you see Sakawachi standing there, watching you all looking at this gate. And you all step through. As you step through, you come out of this vision, this dream, this memory, and you see these pirates coming up over the sides of the ship. As these pirates begin to climb over the sides of the ship, each of you realize, because you're still coming out of this moment in time, you realize you can almost see through them to the shore beyond, to the forest beyond. They're translucent. They're drawing falchions and dirks and raising them above their heads, about to strike you, closing in, and then the world goes black one more time. Zephyr, you feel a cold touch upon your cheek. First, it feels like a hand, a very cold hand, caressing you in this darkness. But then you feel it again and again, and it feels smaller than a hand. You open your eyes, and you're on the boat. You look around, and you see everyone else, including Sakawachi and his companions, either asleep on the boat or slowly coming to like you are. The boat is just sort of drifting aimlessly downstream. You look around and you don't recognize your surroundings. I don't know how much you were paying attention to the travel, but it seems like the boat has just sort of been drifting for you don't know how long, and there is a light snow in the air. And that's what's landing on your face. And as each of you come to, you feel this same snow.
Are we all sitting? Are we bound at all?
No, you're kind of like coming to.
But we're moving through we're still in the bay.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Well, we don't know.
The boat's kind of like sideways and going down.
And we see the
Deniji?
we see the shore.
You can see the shore, yeah. It's sort of further away than it was when you originally passed out.
Deniji! Deniji!
What?
Wake up!
What?
We're adrift. What is happening?
Let me wake Ulikook.
Did I fall asleep? I don't remember laying down.
Do we remember the vision or the dream we had?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just bubbles.
Pull out a knife.
Now.
Oh,
Yeah, I look around, can I do a perception check, see if I see any
Yeah,
pirates?
absolutely.
Ooh, natty 19
Ooh.
for a 28.
28. You don't see any other ship, any sign of pirates.
Oh, we're being attacked.
Gate.
Pirates climbing the side of the boat.
Were we
I saw
drugged?
the same thing.
I saw that too.
Saw it as well.
Wait.
Saw it as well.
Did you see we were all together. Did you see that? Did you remember that?
Zephyr's like patting herself down right now to make sure she still has all of her belongings.
Feels like you do.
Is the environment different than what we saw, or is it the environment's the same? It's just the pirates are
You
gone.
still seem to be on this river, this lake.
But like when we woke up, like nothing changed around us for the vision except for there being no pirates.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just at a different
I feel
portion of the
like-
lake, so you don't know how long you've been out.
I feel like I lost time.
Yeah.
Is there a way for us-
Ulikook is the navigator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it still daytime?
So, Ulikook, have we lost time? Have we lost location?
Yes, and Ulikook is like trying to swing the mast around and try
I'm
and get
looking
the
at the
boat.
stars to try to gauge or any kind of landmarks to gauge where we are.
Yes, I don't know. Does anyone?
Can I do a survival?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I
I'm
do-
gonna do a survival check to see how much time has passed.
Okay.
I'm going to try out my clever improviser and do survival too.
Should I do survival or aid someone in
I
survival?
can aid someone and get a higher.
All right, I'll aid Brother Amy.
I'll aid Buggles.
Okay.
Natural 18.
So critical.
nice.
A 12. Get a +1.
I forgot. I intended to train survival, but I didn't. So
Oh.
just roll your own.
Can I roll again?
Also, a 12 isn't a +1, right? You need 15.
Oh, do you need
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
Can I roll
10 and
again?
20.
No. But I think you rolled pretty well, right?
I hit my head
27.
when I fell.
27. All right. So I will say that you get the sense that you've been adrift for anywhere from an hour to 2 hours.
Oh, geez.
It's not that bad.
That is bad on open. That's bad on open
It's
water.
Well, as long
bad
as you can
I
see
thought
the
it
coast.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
we're also on a lake, so we're not.
We can see the coast, but is it the right?
It's a big lake.
Is it the
It's a
right
big lake.
coast?
Does any
He
of
asked
you,
the brave crew of the Edmund Fitzgerald how bad it is being lost on a lake.
do any of you have knowledge of this area? Have knowledge of the Lake of Mists and Veils?
I can roll on it.
Yeah.
I've never been.
It looks to you, Bob.
I'll do Esther Calor -2. 24.
You remember somewhere in your studies reading about the history of the area, and there are reports of these gas bubbles in this area that have been known to cause hallucinations to sailors, and have gone as far as to make some of them completely lose themselves, go mad. A lot of people thought that this was just some sort of rumor when sailors don't come home, or if they come home changed. But now you see for yourself that there might be some truth to these rumors.
It's all right, everyone. We just got a little high.
But we all saw the same thing.
Yes.
How's that
It was a
possible?
hallucination.
There's
produced by
two
these gas
coincidental
bubbles.
bonds for all of us to see the same vision. Even if the gases, they must have unlocked something we already knew.
Yes, there
Same
was
some memories.
Yes.
Oh, then what about,
It felt like a memory.
what about the pirates?
We're all there. I don't know what the pirates are, perhaps.
It's like,
Souls that have lost their way due to these gases.
I don't know. I don't know any of you. I don't know you, Skywatch. You were in my dream, memory, whatever it was. Did you see what we saw?
I did. I saw you all standing in front of that Ayudara, but I have no memory of this. And also, it's my understanding that all of you walked through a gateway, and that's how you got your mark and these powers. I never did anything like that. I never lost time.
You
like
don't know
you
for
did.
sure. It's possible. It's possible that you don't remember.
I mean, anything's possible, but I feel like I would know. The people, I was around people all the time. They would have told me if I disappeared for a month or a week or even a few hours.
Perhaps time works differently beyond the gates.
It did feel like more than a hallucination, though. It felt like a shared
Nice.
memory.
And the pirates climbed the gunnels of the boat. I knew it was this boat. And that hasn't happened.
Do you mean the gun whales? That's what my people call them. That is how it's spelled.
Yes. I also pronounce all the consonants and through.
How would you do that?
Thraugaha.
Traugaha.
Thrauga.
That is how my people pronounce it.
Tharuga.
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 The only way out is Tharuga.
Tharuga.
Could that be a vision of the future?
Oh, I had not thought of that.
Wait.
The Skywatcher, you see the future.
Yes, it doesn't exactly work like that.
Could our
The
shared
uninitiated, perhaps.
our shared presence within the same bubble have affected what we all saw together? Maybe your abilities colored.
Yeah, usually my abilities are things that I am trying to activate myself. I look to the stars, I try to read something in there. Yes, sometimes I enter a trance-like state, but this was different. This was caused by an external force.
Interesting.
Well, what's most important, whether that's the future or the past or memory or not or dream, we have to make sure that we're still going in the right direction. It's snowing now, and I don't know. I can't see.
Well, the coast is on our left. We must be going in the right direction. We're headed west, right? Coast is to the south.
I'm the navigator, and I agree with his assessment.
Who said that?
Ulikuk.
Okay. Sounds so much like Skywatch.
Yes. The Skywatch sounds like this.
You're right. He's a little higher. He's a little higher.
This. And Deniji sounds like this.
Eyeline, Skywatch.
Anuma sounds like this now.
Wow. Anuma can go back to bed.
I didn't see a vision at all.
Oh, Anuma.
Is that Skywatcher?
Yeah, that was like,
That's really cool.
Maybe we should set up a watch so we don't fall asleep again in tandem.
With my knowledge check on the gas bubbles, was there anything, any stories how to prevent?
Can you see them before?
Get off the lake.
Get off the lake.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be something that's located specifically in this area, so getting out of this area would be good, but you'd have to travel overland.
And like fashion a mask or something.
It might help, but it's certainly nothing you've ever read.
I'm
If it was something that you ingested, that you breathed in, you do remember before you shared that there was like this sweet smell in the air. You all smelled this oddly sickly sweet smell, so maybe it is something you ingest.
Maybe we can wear like
Inhale.
a little mask.
Yeah, I'll suggest that we kind of make a Ursat's mask and tie it around our faces.
Denichi says, you know those masks don't do anything. And Skywatch says, shh. Now.
Not now.
Denichi's got thoughts
I think
about
Uli just comes in and be like,
ideas.
well, if it's well fitting.
I agree with Denichi. Anuma.
You're not helping. What if our only choice is to just move through
The only way out is Veruga.
Veruga? We might as well keep moving as quickly as possible.
Ooga.
Are the winds good right now? Favorable? Are
Winds
we
are good
moving
right now.
in the right
It's
direction?
kind of a nice snow. The weather, I don't know if it snowed in New York recently. We got a ton of snow up in Westchester. And I always feel like when it snows, it's warmer out. Like you go out, it could be 15 degrees, but it just feels.
break up.
It insulates.
Yeah.
If it's too cold, it won't snow.
I'm out there in flip-flop shoveling. It feels so nice. True. So
Science.
it's like coming down. It's like landing on top of the lake, and it's pretty. But as the day wears on, now that Ulikuk has sort of righted the ship, the snowfall does start to get heavier. And after a couple hours of traveling, it's getting later in the day. It's starting to get darker. It's not nightfall yet. You still have time. But you can see that Ulikuk is getting concerned, and he says, I defer to the group here. We are still miles to the next port town, according to my maps. I can try and push through, and maybe we'll reach one of these towns later in the night, or maybe it would be better to just go to shore, but I don't know how safe the area is here.
Can we just drop anchor offshore?
You could, we could do that as well. To be honest, is what I meant to say. None of these options are really great. There isn't really a safest option. I don't know much about these towns, but this storm seems to have come out of nowhere. I don't know how long it's going to be. Pamak would have been helpful. She knew weather.
This is So
Do you know these waters?
No, I've never traveled them. I've read about them, but no, I don't.
I think the safest bet is to get to land. If a storm is coming.
We should make a camp.
I agree.
Being at
best
sea is boring.
Well,
Yes, the greatest danger is that we be bored.
Do you want to go down to the galley with me, see if we can find something to
True
do?
threat.
Kick, drink, maybe?
ooh, I wouldn't mind a drink.
Yeah. Warm us up a bit.
Should we head to the galley while we go to shore? Maybe grab a bottle or
You
something?
guys got this, right? I don't know how to navigate.
Do we have a
galley?
I thought we have like a
I thought we had a
canoe.
rescue rowboat.
It's like a boat. It's got rooms,
It
right?
does. There is a below deck, and
Yeah.
some people sit down. Yeah. It's a decent little
I
ship.
imagine it's like storage kind of though, like you kind of like hunch over
Yeah.
underneath and sit down low to the
Nice.
ground.
I didn't realize that. Taking my meals below decks.
Yeah, I'll be down to Lido deck.
Dick and I are going to go below deck.
I've got some cards in my bag.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
You know how to play Skull and Bones?
No.
Okay, I'll teach you.
Yes.
I just made it up.
Yeah. It's a game I made up when I'm by my lonesome and normally play with one person. I guess I could make up new rules to play with two.
I learned it from a rabbit.
Who is that? Who is that?
Who's talking?
Troy is doing what's in Gick's head.
Oh, thank you.
That's Gick.
I didn't realize that. That's
are
what
Gick's
Gick's
thoughts.
inner voice sounds like. And then she also says them out loud. I learned it from a rabbit.
Yeah, you may not
Why
have
does-
been aware that you're co-playing this character.
I had no idea.
We're someone who has a deep respect for bards.
I'm just going to play your inner thoughts right now.
like many GMs, he's telling you what your character thinks.
Yes.
And does. You know what? You don't go below deck.
Oh, okay. You don't go to below deck. In fact, you fall off the ship. Boom.
Let's go to shore.
Ulikuk says, all right, I can try to. These winds are.
All right, good luck. I go downstairs.
See ya.
Downstairs.
These winds aren't great. And then suddenly, as he tries to right the ship towards the shore, the snow squall seems to triple in intensity.
Oh, geez.
All at once. Hubert actually gets blown back and starts rolling and hits his head on the
Blows off
back
the
of the ship.
my
He
God.
blows off the ship. You hear a splash. But you do hear
Could save him.
after the thud of Hubert hitting his head or whatever, you hear wood snapping from the direction of the mast. You know, that like wood sound. You have that queued up? The sound of wood snapping?
Wood snapping? No.
Yeah, like
sorry.
a big break.
So just you hear that sound, and suddenly, as you're pushing, as Ulukuk is trying to push to shore, not only does the river become this complete whiteout, but now you can't even see each other. You open up the door to go below deck, and you turn around to look for Zephyr to like maybe grab Zephyr's hand or grab the door frame. You don't even see Zephyr. This whiteout surrounds you.
Whoa.
But you're breathing at the same time, and as you breathe, you ingest this sweet smelling air. It's
Don't breathe it. Don't
Put
breathe
on
it.
our mask.
you put on your
breathe.
mask and you get this lungful of this crisp, cold, sweet smelling air.
So the masks don't do anything.
The masks don't do anything. I think if anything, this podcast has shown you. The masks don't do anything. It's a statement. It's a statement. Against bubble gas.
Against bubble gas.
Right.
Against hallucinogenic bubble gas.
It's hilarious.
But as you inhale this and as you like can't see each other in the whiteout, your minds or your bodies or your spirits are once more whisked away from the present moment. But unlike last time, there is no glowing gate in sight. Instead, your group, your party is somewhere very cold and very desolate. All of you, that same group from before, maybe different. Maybe there's some other members you can't quite tell because there is snow, just like there is on the boat, and you're trudging together through an Arctic waste in the middle of a snowstorm.
What?
And you all feel compelled by some unseen force to move toward an unknown destination. If there's one thought in your head, you feel like you must go to this place that you don't know where this place is. You look down, each of you, and in each of your hands and in the hands of your companions, some of you can see them, some of you can't in the snow. You're all holding a rope, and the ropes are secured to the end of a sled that trails behind your party. And if you look back towards the sled, you see there is a large creature or something underneath a tarp. You see the outline of a body of sorts, but it is a large body completely covered by this tarp, hidden to you under this canvas. But you see the outline of a body, and you look up and forward once again, and there's Skywatch, standing at a distance, too far from you to do anything but watch as you all pull this sled, urged towards some unknown destination.
Skywatch!
You call out. Skywatch does not respond.
Where are we going?
Looking ahead, you see in the snow a black spire on the horizon.
Oh.
And as it comes into view, just as quickly, the spire like cracks in half and resolves itself into the mast of the ship that you are on. The crunching snow beneath your feet yaws and rolls, and in that moment, you're all back on the ship. The sail is flapping wildly, but it's fallen to the bottom of the ship. The mast has broken in half. The wind is just whipping the sail, and although this vision, this shared memory has seemed to subside, the blizzard outside has worsened significantly. The gunnels are all coated in ice. Drifts of snow are piled by the doors leading to the below decks where you were going, and the lake churns with these big, choppy waves that are rocking the boat. The most pressing matter, however, is as all of you look past the broken mass, you see this figure emerge at the front of the boat, a figure made of ice that seems to be emerging from the tempest itself and landing on the boat. And we'll be back right after this.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Emerging from the tempest, this figure alights on deck. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm just perceiving at this point.
Yeah, everybody's perceiving.
Everybody's perceiving.
But here's, well, I'll tell you in a second. Couple things. First of all, Roll for Initiative, always sponsored by good old Norse Foundry. But this combat is going to be sponsored by this sweet map.
Oh, hell
Come
yeah.
on with this.
Oh, I love
Map,
the
boat
snow.
map. Oh, look at the snow.
Animated snow on the map.
Look at us.
And look, I got everybody there. I got
Yeah.
Sakawachi,
That's so
Anuma,
cool.
Daniji, and Ulikuk.
Why
This
am I
is
in the front?
awesome. Yeah.
You're always in the front,
That makes
Var.
We're
sense.
counting on you.
You
I
can
was
arrange
just-
yourself any way you want between the broken mast and those boxes.
You're
So
behind some boxes.
if you want to use that sort of area, do you know what I'm talking about?
I was
Yeah.
contemplating the gunnels.
Anywhere in that box you can put yourself. So please arrange yourself anywhere there. Let's go around the horn here, and I want to show you a couple things. First, here's Ulikuk.
Oh,
What's up with the glasses?
yeah. The
Inuit sunblocker.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are so cool.
But no head covering. Just worried about the eyes. And then
Well,
this.
to Cook, this maybe he's used to a colder climate.
Yeah.
Here's Anuma. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Say, both of them are more handsome than you made them
I'm
sound.
so
Yeah.
attracted to this man, and I wish you would do a different voice.
I didn't realize everyone on this boat was hot.
Stuck with this.
This is how I talk.
Can't help how he
If I
talks.
knew they were all,
sound
Are we about to get spot central on this podcast?
if I knew they were all hot,
help it.
I would have invited them to cards.
Ooh, who's
Here's
this?
Daniji.
This is Daniji?
Daniji's also
Okay.
hot.
Also very hot.
Ba-dum. Hamako's the hottest of all.
Oh
She
no.
perished for it.
We could tell. We could tell.
Cost her her life.
Right.
That's what we were all thinking when we got her head. We were like, oh, she was the best looking one.
Yeah, that's a real
She
tragedy.
was the hot one.
That was
She
the
was the hot
hothead.
What a,
Hot one always dies first.
what a shame.
It was one hothead. All right,
So
so
it is much bigger. I thought it was a glorified rowboat.
Yeah.
So I
No,
saw
yeah,
it
that's
below
huge.
decks.
Love this.
Yeah.
I thought we were all like huddled
Always
together.
pictured a
like-
big boat.
It is.
Yeah,
This could be
We're
a
all
season
rowing.
of below decks
I know.
on this
That's
show.
why I went below deck.
We're,
Here's
I
the
think-
creature.
Stew.
Oh,
Here's this creature that looks to be made of pure ice that has just like emerged from the tempest, or maybe you pulled it from your memory into this world, but suddenly it is there. Now, couple things about the snow. It is truly a blizzard outside. So, whatever you got on your initiative, take a -2.
Ooh.
-2 to all visual perception checks. A creature further than 15 feet away is concealed by the falling snow. There are strong winds. You will take a -2 penalty to ranged attacks and a -2 penalty to auditory perception checks. Any torches that may have been lit on the boat have been extinguished. On top of that, the boat is rocking from these waves.
My God.
And if you want to move across the vessel, you have to roll a balance check, basically acrobatics check to balance as you
Any movement.
move. Any movement. Standing aboard the boat,
so glad I
you
took
must
clever
balance
improviser.
to move across the pitching vessel. And I have the DC here. Let's get into your Naish -2. Where are we? Okay, haven't done this in a while. Zephyr.
Natural 20.
Oh!
So with the -2, it's going to be 27.
27, still pretty sweet.
Question.
Yeah.
Remember earlier when you were like, do you want to redo any of your class feats? I do have a backup in mind. Does that apply now?
Oh, how convenient. If it was an archery contest encounter, would you still ask me?
No, I was going to ask you either way.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you feel like you want to do it, let's fucking do it. It's the end of the world.
As we know it.
Wait, how long has it been since
Yeah, how long
we
have we been on
left?
the boat for?
About a week.
Skywatch.
About a week,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right, it makes sense.
Yeah, you could have been like, you know what? I'm tired of this bow. Snap it. Throw it.
Exactly.
This bow.
Fuck this bow. All right, so we'll talk about that in a second.
Wow, that's fun.
Ramios. Oh, I rolled for you. I got a 9. You want to keep it?
21.
21, okay. And then Buggles.
20.
T for Buggles. How about Gnome Bard, as I have you listed here after 9 episodes? What did Gnome Bard get?
Gikma. Got a 26.
Bucks.
Barnes.
Barnes got a natural 1. So that -2 is a real.
So it's a -4 initiative.
Wow.
Yeah. So a total of an 8.
Oof.
Okay. I just updated your character name to Barnes. It's been Theomachus. since
Yeah.
you
Well,
did
it goes defaults to first
When I was
name.
prepping yesterday, I'm like, I really should update this. And so I did. All right, so it is Zephyr's turn. Once again, I'll read this to you. Rocking ship. Creatures standing aboard the boat must balance to move across the pitching vessel. So just keep it in mind if you open up the acrobatics skill on perhaps Archives of Nethys, which I like to use from time to time, you'll see the balance skill is somewhere.
Balance is basically you have to succeed at the check to move at half speed.
Okay.
And if you crit, you can move up to your speed. So it basically treats everything as difficult terrain on a success.
All right.
Piles of snow.
But it is an action.
It is one action.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's
it's a
your
movement. It
it's
is
your
the
move.
movement.
If you fail, you can't move. If you critically fail, you fall.
You fall.
So I know what she wants to intend to do. I'm assuming I have to roll the balance first.
If you intend to move.
Yes.
If your first action is move, let's balance.
First action is
Whoa,
intending
imagine
to
this
move.
boat's fucking.
Balance is
So awesome.
acrobatics.
The weather effects mod that I have.
That's a 19.
19 is a success.
Regular success, so I can move half speed.
Yep.
Which is, if it's 35, it's going to be 15.
Yeah, rounds D. 17 and a half.
Dang.
Call it 17 and a half.
Did you just say it rounds D?
Yeah. We don't have a lot of time.
He's saving so much time.
We want to have more
You don't like
efficient
that?
episodes.
Rounds D.
I don't care for that.
Rounds D.
We got some rounds D, some purple stuff.
So she moves up. Take off the measuring. Moves up 15 feet.
All right, now where it's within 15, it's no
breathing?
longer concealed to you.
Okay.
It's just the smoke, this like cold air.
And so we've been on the boat for a week. Zephyr's been below deck with Gick, or alone, or with other people, quite a bit in the galley.
You said you were bored.
Going through the cupboards.
Maybe you were talking
Cupboards?
to. Maybe you were spending some time with Deniji.
Yeah.
We
Seems
were,
pretty cool.
drinking.
Deniji.
Hey, what's with that bow? Says Deniji one day in this flashback.
She's been in her cups.
Did you take? What did you take?
Oh.
You see her get into a stance.
Oh my
Or
God.
maybe she's just off balance on the boat. You can't really tell.
Wow.
Wow.
But it
Oh,
takes an
dear.
action.
Wait, what is it called? Tavern Brawler? What is it called?
No.
Drunken monk.
Drunken
Drunken
monk.
Monk.
Oh my god, she's taken to the bottle.
Stumbling fate.
No wonder
Stumbling
Stumbling
faint.
No wonder she's so morose. She's self-medicating.
It all makes sense. Wow.
I'm going to add the art of
Yeah,
medic.
add
Medicating.
Medicating.
So yeah, she gets into that stance, and I've got one more action here.
And once again, you are within 15 feet, so it is not concealed to you, but it is concealed to everybody else. So it's a flat check if you want to attack from range with the -2.
Well, I can't attack from range because I'm using my fists.
You're using your fist, yeah. Getting into this stance is a second action.
Yeah.
All right, so you can either close on it or do a knowledge check.
Yeah, I feel like
Aid a friend. Here!
I feel like I want to do a knowledge check. I've got nature, occult.
Nature, occult.
I'm not sure what else would be.
Okay, nature's good. Nature's real good.
Nature. 19 again.
19. No, you don't know what the hell's going on here. What is this thing? Some sort of elemental? Something else?
I yell back to you guys. I can see it from where I am. I have no clue what this is.
And you're just like yelling through the snow, and
Yeah.
it's like the boat's rocking. Oh, this is chaotic. I love it.
Chaos.
Careful when you
Perfect.
guys move.
The perfect setting for Gikmuk. Gikmuk, as you're standing there, a squirrel. You notice a squirrel sitting on one of the barrels, covered in snow.
A squirrel?
Just sitting there shivering.
She screams, "Stow away!" And she grabs it by the throat and throws it off the ship.
And it says, no! And only you hear that.
Yeah, and
The rest of you just hear,
And Gick has a stomach drop realization. I can talk to animals. And she throws the squirrel off the ship.
What does it say?
2 actions left.
No.
Actually, that was just one action left.
That was
There's a
very
grab,
generous.
A grab and a reposition.
That's right.
No, Gik hears this from Zephyr, and she yells out to everybody, because like Skywatch, everybody's like a little further too. She says, "All hands on deck!" And she's gonna give her courageous anthem as she yells out.
Ooh.
So everybody is gonna get +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
What kind of bonus?
It's a morale. I believe it's morale.
I don't think that's in the remaster.
Oh, is it not? Courageous
I
anthem.
can't remember. I don't think
Status
it is.
bonus?
I think it's just status item.
Status bonus.
All right. Everyone gets a +1 status bonus.
Yes, to attack rolls, damage, and save specifically against fear effects.
Okay.
Does
that's-
the auditory penalty we're taking affect our ability to hear the song at all?
We're not taking an auditory.
Oh, it's a spell, right? Yeah, we are taking an auditory penalty.
No, we're taking
Yeah,
a
it's a
visual.
penalty to perception for auditory things, but you don't have to
Oh.
roll a perception to hear that. So I'd say story-wise, you can hear it through the wind.
And she yelled really loud, story-wise. So that's one action. And then second action, I, looking at this creature, not knowing what it is, I'm not going to take any chances. And Gik is going to hold her hand out, and you see, like, it's weird. It's like her hand is almost moving in slow motion with everything going on, the boat rocking, and I'm going to cast slow on the creature. And I would like you to make a saving throw. Fortitude.
Ooh, okay, so all right, now it's concealed. Can you remind me? Can you?
It's not targeted, so
I mean, it is targeted.
It targets
But it doesn't-
one creature.
It's
it's
DC.
not. It's not an attack roll. So.
Targeting with a spell counts, so it's a DC
Yeah.
5 flat check.
Oh, really?
It does now, yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
Play it for page
So
400.
Like me to
DC
make-
5 or you lose the spell.
Well, that's a stinker. Let's see.
I googled spell against concealed, and the AI overview said the word concealed is spelled CONCE.
Thank
It's
you.
an adjective
AI.
that means.
I failed, so I lose the
You
spell.
failed?
What
Yeah,
did you roll?
A 3.
Oh my!
Of course,
Penis.
this happens every time with concealment. So don't make me roll concealment stuff, and we'd have a fun game.
No taking.
I don't know why they made that change.
That's stupid for
I don't know why they
spells.
did.
That's stupid. But
A creature that you're concealed from must succeed at a DC 5 flat check when targeting you with an attack spell or other effect.
so I'm also concealed from
I didn't say
it.
you lose a spell. But
Well-
I guess.
Do I lose a spell then?
And you casted the spell and missed, essentially. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
just
Or did I concealment look for it, can't find it?
I don't know
and
the rule,
don't
but I
cast
think
the
that that's the rule. It makes sense to me.
We'll look
Otherwise,
at
what's
it.
the point of concealment? Again,
We'll take a look at it. That's how I rule it for now. But if you can find different, let me know and you keep the spell.
I'd love to just lose the actions and not the spell. But okay,
That would
so
make
that
it
would
too fun.
That would be the 2 actions. So my turn's over.
Okay. It is the creature's turn. This thing, those of you that can see it or can kind of half see it, it like burrows into the snow beneath its feet and just appears right next. It like pops up next to Zephyr and Barnes. So it like
Jeepers.
comes up like a video game character.
Well, I guess I don't have to worry about balancing now.
No, unless it moves again. And then it is going to do a ice claw on Zephyr. Let me get a good die here. Ice claw on Zephyr. 24 to hit.
That just hits. Is that a melee strike?
It is a
Do
melee strike.
Good to know.
It's an ice claw.
It was an ice claw.
Just making sure the traits.
You take 20 points of slashing damage and persistent cold damage.
Gosh.
Feels like walking around in the city today.
1d6 persistent cold. Yeah, it's pretty cold here in New York.
It feels like 4 degrees today, is what it says on the weather app.
It's pretty cold.
It's crazy.
It has 1 action left. It will do an attack on Barnes. I'll add that persistent to you in a moment there, Zephyr. Second attack on Barnes is a natural 20.
Jesus.
We're back, baby. It's been a few eps since we've done some combat. 28 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I always forget, is the persistent double?
I don't. Well, it depends on the ability. I don't think so.
I can't remember. We'll look that up as well, but you will take persistent cold. That could have been a lot worse. But that is its turn. It's Brother Ramius's turn.
Oh my god. This is a horrifying situation. I think Ramius is going to start by doing a knowledge check. I got to figure out what this thing is.
Yep.
How to fight it.
Nature or Arcana?
It does not double.
It does not double. Thank you.
Nature or Arcana.
Benefits you gain specifically from a critical hit, like the extra damage die from the fatal weapon trait, aren't doubled.
That's what I thought. I appreciate you looking that up. No thanks to anybody else.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Added some persistent cold effects on Foundry Virtual Tabletop to Zephyr and Barnes. And you want to do a knowledge check. So I'll tell you the best knowledges are going to be Arcana or Nature. But if you want to roll something else, you can. Did you read about it in your Bible?
I did. He's gonna speak a short prayer and say, Grost, give us the benefit of your knowledge. What is this creature? And I'm gonna use scholarly recollection. So I'll roll twice and take the better result on this. Now, by the book, you roll it. It's a recall knowledge. So roll twice and take the better result. It's a plus 11.
Okay. You know this is a manifestation of the blizzard itself. It is a creature known as a manifested blizzard. Is there something specific you'd like to know, or do you want me to give you... You tell me.
One thing I'd like to know... Man, I just think the answer is so obvious. God.
You know, immunities, weaknesses, resistances.
I'm going to cover.
Worst save. Powers.
Abilities, powers. That would be useful, probably, right?
I mean, we saw an ice claw. We know persistent cold damage.
The way it moves.
You know what? I want to know... Oh, this is interesting.
What do you want to know?
I'll go with special abilities.
Special
Features.
abilities.
If there's any of those.
All right,
Special
I'm going to give
features.
you the one
This
that...
is an audio commentary.
Director's cut.
This is the one that will be most relevant for you.
I'd like special.
There's a
I like chapter headings, please.
director's commentary. It has a reaction known as Shattering Ice. If you deal physical damage to it with an attack, it does like a 5-foot emanation AoE damage that you can try and like avoid with a reflex save, but it could be bad.
And not a death burst.
Not a death throw. No, it's like anytime it takes physical damage, it has a reaction. So you can burn that. Someone might want to burn that reaction early in the round so that the rest can close on it. It's kind of inevitable if you're all going to use, if more than one of you is going to use melee, that you're going to trigger this reaction.
Can I ask one more thing?
You can.
Is it immune to spirit damage? It has this bonus against physical damage. Is it immune to spirit damage?
No, it's not.
Okay. All right, then I will. Next 2 actions, he's going to reach out and heal Barnes.
Oh.
Heal Barnes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It is
I'll get you that number in a minute, but it's going to put you to full almost certainly.
Buggle's turn.
Why would you say shit like that?
Because the number is so high.
You're about to roll.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Not
that's
battle
fine.
medicine.
No, not battle medicine. Yeah.
Buggles, it is not
I just
concealed.
wanted to lock it in.
It is not concealed to you because it's only 10 feet
You're
away.
up 28.
Okay.
Thank you.
Buggles is going to try. Does it have cover from me with the barrel?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I could be mean, but it's hard enough.
Okay. Then
You're little.
Buggles is going to do an ignition.
Interesting.
Like Naish. That a
Wonder
reflex
if
save?
Heat to fire.
And fresh out the kitchen.
This blizzard monster?
That's got to be a miss. 16.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Then he's going to raise his shield.
Okay. Shield up for Buggles, Barnes.
Okay. First thing, I'm going to exploit vulnerability.
That was cold, by the way. That was cold damage I was using.
Cold damage.
Yeah, because it missed.
Interesting.
Nice.
Okay.
Smart.
Interesting.
Smart.
22 on the exploit vulnerability.
Okay, this is a knowledge check.
Essentially. Well, it's 2
Essentially.
things.
Okay, that's a success.
Okay, great. That is terrific. So I learned its highest weakness.
Fire.
Shocking.
Oh my God.
Who would have guessed?
Really?
Called it.
Fire,
And
fire
then,
5.
Then as a separate knowledge check, does that get me anything that Joe didn't know? A success on
Its lowest save is reflex.
Okay, great. Okay, and then Zephyr and I are not flanking, but I'm gonna. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna swing with the kukri.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Don't
Dirty
forget your
20
plus.
21.
from the Courageous Anthem.
Yeah.
Got it.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, and then Barnes is going to tilt the mirror, and he will appear. The second Barnes will appear. Do I want to do that?
Barnesy 2?
No, I'm just going to move.
Okay. And don't forget, you got to roll back.
I'm assuming
balance.
that Zephyr is going to hit it, so I'm going to take a step.
Okay.
You have to balance for a step.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to make it balance
I
first.
step out of the range of the shattering ice.
What are we doing?
It's a lot of confidence you're
Extremely
giving me.
kind.
I assume Zephyr's going to hit it.
I assume you will.
Maybe I will.
I can't imagine you not hitting it.
Let's see what happens.
Can't even imagine.
It's top of round 2 and it's Zephyr's turn.
So the cool thing about this new feat, Stumbling Stance, is that you hit me and that sucks. But
Yep.
now you are off guard to my next Stumbling Swing Strike.
Oh.
Yeah, so with Stumbling Stance, if you hit me, you become off guard. But if you don't hit me, then I can gain a +1 circumstance bonus to a feint check.
Oh, very
which
cool.
would do the same thing.
Kind of a win-win.
So I get like 2 chances to become off guard.
All right, so it's almost better to get hit because I don't have to roll anything. You're just going to I'm going to be off guard. All right. What are you gonna do?
So Flurry of Blows.
Punch me in the ice.
With my fists. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So I also have Stunning Fist.
All right, so off guard.
Starting to feel pretty powerful.
They don't have fiery fists.
I know. Well, they're so that one's a 19 for the first one, which is or 20 with the +1.
No.
Second one is a 23.
That's a hit.
There you go.
All right, so
See?
Stunning Fist, please roll a Fortitude save.
Okay. I'll do it.
Also, you were off guard for both of those.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Fortitude of 32.
Okay. You're fine with that.
That's unreachable on a natural 20.
So 1d6 plus 4, it's going to be 6 points of damage with my fists.
6 points of damage with your fist. Okay. There's only one action.
Flurry of Blows, one action.
You don't have a striking rune on your hand wraps?
I mean, no, it was on my longbow, but like, do we have someone on the boat that can like do runes? Like, I think that's a bit much.
Deniji. I think Deniji is quite well versed.
If you don't ask, the answer's always no, Kate.
Right.
I know, why do I do that to myself?
I don't know.
So, I'll just roll this
You
again.
missed 100%
I'll just roll the C6 one more time. Is that what you're
All
saying?
right, so over the past week, you have decided, you've talked to Deniji and struck up a relationship. You guys started drinking together. Maybe this is what led you down the path that you're on right now. And at one point,
Right before you snapped the bow in half.
Yeah.
you're like, put it in my hands.
Put it in my hands.
Put it in my hands.
Look at this. I suck at the bow. Just put this in my hands.
Suck at a bow.
Pierce my ears.
I'm so boastful.
All right, so we'll say that you have moved these runes to your hand wraps.
It does cost some money, but yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, max damage.
Ooh.
So, what did I say? I rolled a 2. So
Just tell me
6.
what this is.
Now, this is 10.
10 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 16 total because
Okay.
it's combined. So that's Flurry of Blows.
Okay. It's only first action.
Wait, did you hit on both attacks?
No,
Just the one.
So you
striking
just rolled a
rune's made.
damage dice twice,
Not the bonus.
not the bonus twice. You don't double the bonus.
And you do get the +1 to damage, though, from me.
Which she already factored that in.
Guys, I'm just a girl.
Whatever you rolled the first time, I think you just had
It's a
6,
lot of math,
right?
a lot of
You
numbers.
rolled a 6?
I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Yeah, so I think you just
Plus
had the
4.
6. Yeah.
So not 10. But then did you count her +1?
Yeah, on the second one.
On the damage.
So 23.
No, on the damage.
On the damage? No.
So just add one more to damage.
Okay.
7.
So that's
7.
8 plus 5.
Instead of
Got it.
So 13 total.
13 total damage for that one hit that we had.
Sorry. There's a lot. We
is
had a
what-
lot of new stuff.
Sales of 2 are through the roof
You
after this
gave me.
episode.
You're the one who opened the box when you're like, "Do you want to change your feet?"
I'm
And
just
it's
trying
like,
to help.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that
very nice
help?
of you.
Melvin.
All right. So with my second thing I want to do, she's going to do inner upheaval.
Okay.
And she's, or no, not inner, harmonized self. So she's going to gain 16 hit points because you weren't able to heal her last time. And because she hit it, she knows that there's going to be like some splash damage.
Yeah, that's happening. That'll actually trigger before you do that. So before you give yourself the 16, let's get into Shattering Ice.
Shattering Ice.
Because Barnes moved away, this will only affect you. Go ahead and give me a basic reflex save.
Reflex. 19. I keep rolling 19s.
19 is a fail. So here's the thing. You take 9 points of piercing damage, and you're also blinded for 1 round.
Oh my god.
That starts at the end of my turn? Or does that start like now?
Starts right now.
You know what would be amazing right now? A bow.
It's some ability to
just
like
saying.
deal range damage with
He pulled out the exact enemy that a bow would be amazing.
No, because
Except
when
we're
you're
on a-
far away,
it's
it's
concealed.
concealed.
It's true.
And except, we're on a
that's-
boat with limited space. She's got to
Yeah.
get real far away to get her full.
Yeah, the volley.
We're on a boat, motherfucker.
On a boat.
All right. So even though she's blind, she's still going to perform Harmonize Self on herself with 1 focus point. So that heals her 16 points. So that's 2 actions. Third action. Ooh, the map. I'm blinded now. I can't see anything. She's
No
going
blind.
to. I'm gonna have to roll
So
for this.
cool when you're blind. Like, you guys can see it at
Yeah.
home. Like, everything is just blobs. You can kind of hear people on the back of the boat.
You're like, I think that's Danichi, and I think that's the enemy. I don't know which one to attack.
She's gonna attempt to
Wait, I thought
move.
you were blind.
See my better.
Oh, wait, I thought you were blind.
She's gonna attempt to move 10 feet away.
Okay.
I know I have to roll. I was gonna move 15 feet like back, but in case someone does, like if you do bless, I want to perhaps be in it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. You should do this in your slip.
Athletic or acrobatic.
Sleep.
That's 25.
Okay, yep. Success. You slide back there. No prob. Of course, let's see. Give me a flat check for this persistent cold damage.
Flat check. 11.
You will continue to take persistent cold, and you'll start off by taking 2 points of persistent cold, rolled automatically on Foundry Virtual Tabletop.
I've never
Kickbutt.
Okay. I should have done this the first time. Still getting used to the
Need a
action.
T-shirt that says that for all of you.
I should have done this the first time. I'm going to cast Courageous Anthem again because it only lasts for 1 round. As a free action, I have my Lingering Composition, where I roll against my performance, with my performance to determine the DC, and if I get a crit, then my competition can last longer, blah, 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 blah. I rolled, I crit, because my performance is high, so I'm casting it again, because it runs out this round. Now it'll last for 4 rounds. And I should have done that first, and I forgot about that.
Did you succeed on the roll?
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
That's funny because, like, in 1E, you just did it, right? You were like, if you have that feat, it just lingered for X amount.
Oh, you
now you
tell
have
me.
to roll
You
against
tell
it.
me. It says, if your next action is to cast the cantrip composition duration, attempt a performance check. The DC is usually a standard difficulty DC of a level equal to the highest level target of your composition, which is for my allies. But the GM can assign a different DC based on the circumstances.
It should be like a DC 21.
Yeah, I think it is. I was basing it off my DC.
DC 20.
My DC, which is 21. So I crit on it because I got an 18.
Interesting. So you're going to use the focus spell, lingering
it feels
composition.
weird
So yeah,
to
you
roll
can.
Plus 13 performance or more.
Plus 11.
So why is that a crit?
Don't I crit? 18,
It's
28,
29.
29. Oh. Well, what's the DC? It feels weird to have such a high DC for my allies. I could understand if it's like
Yeah, that is.
like a damage
The
thing, but
DC is usually a standard difficulty DC of a level equal to the highest level target of your
of
composition.
my composition, which is my allies.
And you're on level 5, so that'd be DC 20.
Because it also has a positive
8.
benefit even on a failure. That's why. Because it just
DC 28, so I'll never. I was
No.
Is it
never,
DC 28 or is it DC 20?
No. It's like
It goes level DC, spell rank DC. Level
No,
for
there's
5
no,
is.
no spell rank in here. It's R.
All right, so it's DC 20.
20. So then I do. No,
No.
then
Do
I
not
don't
crit.
because I get a 29.
Right. So
Stupid.
it's 3.
So 3
And
rounds.
I'd give it to you if there wasn't already this auditory problem
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
snow. But yeah,
So 3 rounds.
3 rounds. Okay.
So everybody continues to get the +1 on your attacks and damage. Just remember that. So that is 1 action.
Okay.
Who's the most hurt, Barnes or
Zephyr now.
I felt better.
Yeah.
so?
I'm down like 15.
Zephyr, I'm going to do Hymn of Healing then, which is I'm singing. I don't know if this is. Do I have to roll
Love it.
another concealment?
So hold on a second. We were talking about
you
this
can just
earlier. So now if you do that, you are now out of focus points, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That went quick.
Yeah.
But normally you wouldn't forget to do it on the lingering
No, I
performance
would have
on
had
the
one
first
more, focus point. Do you want me to roll a concealment?
No.
Okay. You,
Sending money to Hammer.
and this is heightened now too.
Sharing YouTube rev with Hammer.
It's gonna come knocking on our door in a
You
minute.
gave 26 cents to MC Hammer this month.
He's like, yes. You get fast healing 6, and when I first cast the spell, you automatically get the 6 temporary hit points. And most likely, unless something terrible happens, I'll keep sustaining this. So each round, you're going to get like 6 temporary hit points. So, and
So each round I just get that fast healing is only temporary hit points.
the fast healing 6, you get that.
Okay.
Every time I cast or sustain the spell, you get temp hit points. So immediately, you get 6 temp.
No.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now. And you have fast healing 6. And if I sustain the spell like the next round, you'll get another temporary 6 and another temporary 6 each time I sustain it. But you have fast healing 6 no matter for 6 rounds. So
there's like a second pool of you get fast healing 6, and then you have this second pool of temporary hit points.
Yep.
There's like it's going to go away the second you stop.
exactly.
3 rounds basically.
Exactly.
When does the fast healing 6 start?
Now,
Now. So I also
Right.
get 6 regular hit points.
I believe so. It says the target gains fast healing 6, period. When you cast the spell and the first time each round you sustain the spell, the target gains 6
At the
temporary
beginning of
hit
my
points.
turn. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And that is, again, the end of my... I haven't moved once, but I just got to get these spells off.
Well, here's the good news. It's coming to you. It
yeah.
burrows underground, pops up right next to you. Yes.
So listen, this is all very new, but stumbling stance, I know people are screaming. I actually get 1d8 bludgeoning damage on my fists. It says it in the stance, not on my fists.
Instead of 1d6.
6.
Okay.
So
So
it's 2 more for you.
okay,
2 more damage.
that's fine. I'll take it.
Wait,
You reroll. Wait a minute.
No.
Run me around that logic
No.
real quick.
What?
I think she's
Because I
right.
hit once.
You could have still rolled the same. You could have
You could have still rolled a 6.
Did you roll a new die?
Oh, wait.
You auto
No,
maxed
I
it.
think
I
she
see what
should-
you're doing.
No. I think she should be allowed. I like it.
I agree.
It makes
The fact that they were in
It could-
cahoots made me
but-
know it was wrong.
Yeah.
He was going to take it.
It's not that it's right or wrong.
Well,
but-
because I assumed you just re-rolled it and told me the difference.
Should you-
No, I just said +2.
I think
Why don't we
It
just
is
leave it
2
as
more.
Let's
I
leave
think
it
you
as
should keep it as the 6 because you could roll really bad on that D8.
I guess so. Okay, well, whatever.
We're having a good time.
We'll institute it starting next round.
Yeah, next round.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Well, imagine
We're
you
It was
roll.
so funny. The second you said it, I just looked over at Skid and he looked at me. We were just like,
What?
I know too, but I'm not a fucking snitch.
I know math.
Should have said it.
Here comes the bomb. How about look? What Gick Muck? I don't like this singing. Says the manifested blizzard.
I don't like your singing.
22
That just hits.
just hits. You're gonna take
Poopy caca.
total of poopy caca. You're going to take 14 points of slashing and persistent cold, and then the second attack is going to be on Brother Ramius. Let's get you involved.
Wait.
gonna happen.
14 points slashing and 14 points persistent?
No, I'm going to tell you. You're going to take a 1d6 persistent, and then 17 on Ramius.
oh, Miss Ramius.
Bad
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So good. Bad round for me. And now
Protected by the light of God
and
himself.
it's nice because you won't take that persistent. It is Ramius's turn.
It's very nice.
All right. Oh, man. It's bad being right up in this thing's business.
Sure is. At
Also,
least it's not concealed to you.
I might cleverly improvise acrobaticsing out of here.
Clever girl.
Yeah, pretty good timing for that shit. I can't stand next to this thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna.
Are
overthink
you all right
it.
over there?
Don't stand so close to Steve.
What just happened?
I dropped some dice.
There were
He
dice
likes
flying
throwing
everywhere.
stuff, yeah.
Wasn't on camera.
Is his name Steve?
No. It is now.
I don't want to stand so close to Steve. He starts to. Oh, this is dangerous. I don't want to get out. I'm going to be starting to move out of range of Zephyr and then just not even see her in the blizzard, which is not a good thing. But she'll come back to me. He's going to attempt to balance out of there.
Keep in mind, it has its reaction back too. If anybody tries to fuck it up.
Wait, the reaction is the burst of.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Hey, 22.
You're all right.
Okay,
That's,
phenomenal.
regular, so you can
Hey.
move half speed.
Yeah, and I can't remember if I. Oh no, I'm slow. Okay, so he's going to move 10 feet away from the creature, and then he is going to once again summoning the protection of Gruhasta, but this time he's going to go on the offensive. Let's see. He is going to cast Spiritual Armament. He's going to draw up from just in his belt, and his rope belt basically is a sheathed dagger. So he just sort of like pulls his hands up, and this spiritual dagger like rises up out of the actual dagger, and then just fires across at the creature. And this is why I was asking about the spirit damage.
Okay, yeah, so this isn't physical damage, so it won't trigger the reaction.
Yes, exactly.
wow.
So here's
It's Matt.
here's a 2-hit. Ooh, dude, 27
Hit.
Nice.
hits.
Wow.
Okay.
Any saves for me or anything?
I don't believe so.
Okay, just straight up damage.
Just straight up damage.
Spear dam.
Spear dam. I have a separate spirit damage pool.
Time is money.
Yeah.
You said cut out like 2 syllables there. That's a whole other business you could
Spear
found.
dam. 15 foot deep.
It's all LinkedIn, baby.
Rounded deep.
LinkedIn.
This is
wizardry.
awesome. All right, here we go. This is the first time I'm using it. So it goes in, and it does 7 points. 7 points of spirit damage.
Okay. Any bonuses from Gikmar?
Well, it's a spell attack roll, so I guess it would
Plus
be
one.
a plus
On
1.
damage.
And damage. too.
damage?
Yeah, so 28 wouldn't be a crit, so that's irrelevant. But
Okay.
the damage is an 8.
Okay, got it.
Sweet.
And that is your turn.
That's my turn. That was 2
Buggles.
actions.
Buggles, now you, of course, very wisely failed on a cold ignition. We'll now be using fire.
So, so yeah.
Didn't even want to hit.
So wise.
So now the Kukulkan emerges. And it's icy, like the surrounding weather. And to start off with, I'm going to do a Psy Burst, but I'm going to use the Mind Shift trait to change the damage from mental damage to cold damage. So I'm going to need
And why? Because that won't hurt him.
Because no, but then it'll allow me
to
to do
oscillate.
ignition with my spell.
I see. Okay.
So I'm going to so that won't hurt you at all, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just want to not nat one it.
Yeah, I'm just like boom. So just like refocusing, and then like
There's a feat you can get at later levels that allows you to not have to burn a.
Oscillate.
Cycle
there?
through them or something.
You'd think, right? Because it seems so like such a hindrance.
yeah, it's a real pain in the ass, and I don't care for it.
I mean, I guess it's especially bad against a creature that happens to be immune.
Sure.
But
I mean,
we
that's
see
what
that
I
a
I
lot.
think it's remarkable how many we've had
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
specifically cold immune or fire
Or
immune.
fire
creatures.
immune, and it's like just. I
Wasn't there a whole thing where you're always dealing fire damage? It's just cold fire as opposed it's instead of
No, it's like my fire spells are like turned into cold spells. Like it's
They do different energy. It changes the
change.
energy.
I'm
energy.
adding and removing energy every time, and it's like whatever. All right, so now with the like the fire and cinders start sweeping around me, and pop, do another melee ranged ignition.
Pop goes the weasel. Goes the weasel. Goes.
Oh no.
14.
Yes.
Damn it!
Norse
Buggles.
Foundry. I love this beautiful die.
It is gorgeous.
Not at the
She's
moment.
pretty.
It does not love you.
By the way, I want to say again, we didn't get to say it earlier. This is Norse Foundry for all your red man number generating needs.
It just starts playing as soon as you pull out the
It
die.
does.
That's fun.
Like Mike Tyson.
Barnes, take us home.
Glinthamir, another Barnes appears
Yes.
behind the creature, flanking.
Yes.
Okay.
+1 status bonus.
Flanky McBarnes.
Status? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't stack with the Courageous Anthem?
It's the Courageous Anthem.
Oh, you're adding. Okay, I was like, I got confused. I was
Yeah.
like, flanking is minus, puts him off guard.
Barnesy Dose.
And
By the way, how
then-
cool is the map here? You see Ramius underneath the mast.
Yeah.
I
underneath the
can't
crow's
see
nest.
anything. I'm
Oh, yeah,
blind.
you're
Can't
blind.
see shit. I'm blind.
Okay, there we go. That is a 33 to hit.
Oh, wow.
With the flanking, that is a
That's a
crit.
crit.
Double
Hell yeah.
damage.
Crush this thing and then step away.
And add your +1 to your damage.
Thank you.
Big math.
It's going to be 32 points of damage. The critical specialization effects you take a knife specialization. Target takes 1d6 plus item bonus to attack. Hold on. I need to read the whole thing.
What?
You get persistent bleed damage from this. 1d6 persistent bleed.
My ice guy does not bleed.
Does your Iceman bleed?
Just a bleed ice.
And I am sorry. I am
bleeding water.
I'm actually. I'm.
Spraying water everywhere. It's like,
It instantly freezes and molds back into its body.
Just spikes.
This counts as fire. This counts as fire damage, by the way,
oh.
Oh.
because of the exploit vulnerability.
All right, so
Wow.
that would double on a crit.
You said what, 30, 32?
No, it's got a weakness
You
number,
said weakness 5,
Yeah,
right?
weakness 5. So it just
So
takes
it's just
5.
another 5. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why. I thought.
Damn.
I was like, what?
I wish.
All
You know what? Let's call it 64 points of fire damage.
right, so
Why
that
would
ends
you
up being
say-
like 37 points.
Roughly
of
right.
Just say yes, okay?
damage. Did you count the bonus from Scooby Doo?
Yes.
Okay.
Scooby Doo.
She's definitely more like Scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrappy
Wait,
Doo?
what does Scrappy Doo sound like? Hey, he's got an annoying voice, right? He's kind of like a fast,
of shit!
fast talker.
Yeah. He's always cursing.
That's what he's known for.
Piece of shit. Scrappy Doo.
Stab me in the nuts!
Fucking
Fuck you, you Scooby boy, Scooby!
You wrote it out.
Get out of my face, you fucking stoner.
piece of shit, uncle. I'll kill you.
Oh my God.
I'll fucking kill you.
That's Scrappy Doo, all right.
That's Scrappy Doo. Remember the Hanna-Barbera
No,
cartoon?
I remember.
Why I talked
pretty
away.
sure.
I think Scrappy's evil, guys.
I think he might be.
Was he Joey LaMotta?
I'll fucking kill you!
I'll kill you.
Sounds like you guys are doing Pesci.
Fucking kill everyone.
I'll kill you than myself!
Chuck it out of that fucking ascot.
Going
Fucking
to,
jock.
going to kill Francis. Going to kill him.
Is he dying?
Yes, he's dying.
God.
Did you take
done?
your reaction?
Yes, thank you for reminding me because I was laughing. Give me a reflex save, Gickmuck and Buggles as well.
Oh.
And both barns. I don't know if they both roll their
No,
own.
they.
Ruh-roh.
I'm all-
So when one
I'm
of you
all the
moves,
same.
does the other one move? The same?
Yeah, basically we're mirrored
Cool,
until
Matrix style.
until I move out of the square.
Okay.
Why did you?
I surely fail with a 14.
You critically failed, in fact.
Oh.
Which is going to be especially worse. I'll get to that in a second. How did you do?
27.
27 is a success, so half damage.
29.
29 's success for half. Okay, so. You're going to take 22 points of damage and you're blind for 3 rounds.
Whoa.
Man.
You two, Gickmuck and Buggles, will just take 5 points of damage and no blinding.
Oh my gosh.
22 versus 5.
See, this is the
Because they
thing.
succeeded.
I was going to spend my action. I was going to spend an action to step away, to get 10 feet away, to then do the ignition. But I had to spend the action to refocus with the
oscillate,
Cyberse, to oscillate. So then,
Shibba, shibba, shabba, shibba, shibba, she. Blind.
Okay, third action then.
You're blind.
The southwestern barns.
Southern Barns.
Southern barns is going to take a 5-foot step. The other one will disappear.
The other one will disappear. Okay. Well, I'm going to move that one then because it doesn't like when you do that.
Sorry.
Okay. Now give me a flat check against the persistent cold damage.
Natural 7.
You'll take another 2 points of cold and stay cold.
Stay cold.
As we go to the top of round
Stay frosty.
3. Stay frosty, Zephyr.
Frosty.
You know that reference?
Stay frosty.
Stay
She does know this movie. I know she knows this movie.
Yeah, she
Name
watched
that,
this movie.
name that movie.
Stay frosty.
They
I
And you get a
Frosty.
plus 6
thought
to
it
this
was
attack.
like a beer thing. I get a plus 6.
Circumstance
Hey,
bonus.
you've only seen so many movies.
I know. There's only so many. it
You have like
could
4
be.
to choose from. The Wizard of Oz.
There's only so many movies we all know
Stay frosty.
That we all
Used
love.
We all love.
that you saw.
That you also love.
Okay, now you're giving it to her.
Elf.
Yep, it was Elf.
It's definitely
Elf?
Elf.
That's what they
So I
say.
get plus
They
6?
say in Elf.
That's what they say in Elf when he's driving the sleigh.
Stay frosty, Santa.
Hey, Frosty
know,
Santa,
man.
and then
What
he
movie
jumps
was
out with a gun.
He's like, I like to keep this
How would you
close.
lie to me,
Gotta
first of
kill
all?
the Central
Keep
Park
his
Rangers.
hands-
Another
Close
line
to
from
Canada.
this movie is "Game over, man. Game over." Oh,
All right, let's go a little more direct. How about give her the most obvious one.
get away from her, you bitch! I was not talking
Harry
to you.
Potter?
You guys drink and do drugs at these movie nights?
Well, she says that.
Faith didn't stay for the
She
movie.
says that to the evil lady. She's like,
Oh,
get
with
away
the-
from my daughter, you bitch.
That's right. That's
So
not what I said.
I'm kind of right.
Give her like the name of the movie in something.
How about I just give you the name of the movie? I was giving
Yeah,
the
can
name
you
of the
just
movie.
tell me?
It's Aliens.
I was
Did
about
they
to
say Frosty?
yeah.
Yes.
Now
I was
say
about
it
to
to
say,
him.
look out for that
Skid has
alien.
met the actor who said those
I
immortal
met
words.
Rico.
He got the autograph.
He said it. He wrote it on the thing, on his picture.
It's okay.
Alien.
You are blind.
Yeah, I'm blind. I was just looking up.
That will go
rules
away at the end
that.
of this turn.
Do you think that I need vision in order to smack
No.
my hands?
Not at
Probably
all.
not.
No, they're hidden to you.
They're hidden to me.
So there'll be a big old
So-
flat check.
What I would love to do, if I could, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't waste my turn, is to be able to move up to the creature and strike.
Okay.
So moving up, I'd need
You
to
can do acrobatics.
be difficult terrain for me.
Yeah.
Would you have to do a perception check to know where they are for them to become?
You'd have to seek.
I hope not.
You'd
have
have
to do a
to.
seek action,
And then
right?
you'd have to do double because it's moved since you last saw it.
Right.
And you basically have double difficult terrain here because you're blind and it's a pitching ship. It's a tricky situation.
Very, very tricky. Yeah, if it hadn't, I mean, the thing is, you don't know if it moved. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to start with that
I guess
seek.
start with the perception check for sneak, but I take a -4 to it if I'm blind.
Yeah, and on top of that, a -2 because
Oh,
of the
the
snowstorm.
auditory.
Yeah, so it's a -6.
6.
So
Yeah.
let me know if you
This
could.
blindness is like it just takes people out of the.
It really makes the
fight.
game.
I would
difficult.
assume they don't stack, right?
-6.
I think you just
Oh,
take the worst of
9.
the two perception penalties.
That's a good
but-
point. But she rolled poopy.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 6.
Okay.
It doesn't say what the penalty is. So.
Yeah, this is a very
So I
fringe
stand there.
situation.
Strong winds.
Trying
rocking ship.
to I don't know. It's from the hit. It just kind of like blinded me.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ice like got in your eyes.
Yeah.
Black
She's
eyes.
trying to see through the
Sound like Scrappy-Doo.
snow, but she has like ice in her eyes, and she can't see. Like all the shapes look the same to her. She can't tell which one is which. So, I'd like to prepare.
boxes
I guess
everywhere.
use 2 actions.
Respect the boxes too.
Respect the boxes.
Can't just like walk through the boxes.
There's also a broom on top of the box.
Yes, respect the
could
broom
use-
as well.
Could use that.
Yep, improvised broom.
Well, I'm not going to move.
Can
'cause I
Barnes take up
can't
curling?
see.
Because I'm definitely not going to much help on this
It
part.
acts as a perfect
Guys, if we
opportunity
survive, we
for
should
curling.
we should clear the deck and curl. We need a morale boost.
Little team building.
If we
exercise.
survive,
Who put these boxes here?
Attack the box with all fervor.
So since I'm not going to move, I don't know where it is. I feel like she would just kind of like brace herself for if it comes up to hit her again. So I'd like to prepare if it comes up and strikes me, I want to be able to strike back
I like that.
with flurry of blows, which
Okay.
is 1 action.
I like that a lot.
In my mind, what you're actually doing is just like in your drunken, stumbling
My
stance. just
stumbling
like,
stance that I'm still in, like I don't know if you guys can tell yet, because like it still is like a boat, and we're kind of going with the waves. So,
So do we
it's
thi-
like,
do we think
how's
you're
she doing?
Do we think that you're drunk? Are you drunk?
We never made it down to the galley.
Okay.
True.
She's just been drinking on her own at every free second of the day.
I've been getting drunk and wrestling with everyone.
She can stop anytime she wants.
Give me a flat check.
what are you doing? I'm retraining. Shut up.
It's hard work.
I'm a professional mom.
Try to punch me. Try to punch me.
Try to punch
serious.
me.
Try to punch me.
Hard as you can.
That's what we've been doing down there, just like
Come on,
punching each
hit me.
other.
Hit me.
Hit me.
Flat check, natural 20.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, so you take 2 points of persistent cold. You're no longer persistently cold, and you're no longer blinded.
So I'm no longer blinded, and then also with this fast healing, I get
Yes, you
I
get
get 6
6
points
back.
and then the temp input
Are gone on my turn, but yeah, pretty much now. Yes.
So I get 6 more. Amazing.
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 Gigmock.
And now the temp is gone.
Okay.
I feel so good.
I'm not going to sustain it because action economy. All right, I need to move away. I need to get away. I'm going to.
Want to get away?
I want to get away. I want to get away. Fly. All right, I'm going to move diagonally away. Can I tuck like under the sail?
You can. Just give me an acrobatics check to make sure you can even do that.
Okay, that's where I would like
Yeah,
to
tuck
move.
under the sail. Sail, as I mentioned, one of them is on the deck, but this one is still up.
Okay.
This boat's going to need some repairs while you guys are curling.
Acrobatics. 23.
23, yep, you can move half speed.
Okay, so I'm going to move to just under the sail, getting away from this ice guy, and then it looks like Gick almost like is breathing into her hand, you know, when you're cold.
Yeah.
You're doing like the so she's doing something, you see, like talking, I don't know. And then she just like whips an invisible ball at this ice creature. And what it is like compacted sonic energy that she released from herself, the magic, and then formed it into a ball and hurled it. So I am going to attack you with percussive impact, which is a
Ooh.
spell.
Little Sonic Dam?
A little sonic dam.
Sondam?
Sondam?
A little sondam.
Steven
Sondam?
A little
Sondam.
Matthew didn't like Matthew really didn't like
You
that
loved
one.
that one.
I actually enjoyed it.
Same number. So that's going to be 24.
24. It is not concealed to you because you're within the 15 feet, and that is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Okay,
Huzzoo.
so you're going to take 4d8 bludgeoning and 1d4 sonic.
This could be nasty depending on how you roll. You want to let one of your friends roll?
What? No.
Just quickly add these.
Maybe.
You should say them aloud.
What's it called?
7, 8,
Is it
9, 10,
Sonic
11,
Boom?
12, 13, 14, 15 sonic, or 15 bludgeoning.
Okay, 15 bludge.
And then it's called percussive impact.
It's a max of 48.
And
32
4
rather.
sonic.
4 Sonic.
And that wasn't a critical success. Yeah, no. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, just her, and you just see like the wood splinters around, and it's like a low frequency.
Box explodes.
Box explodes. Low frequency, like doof.
Barnes has just wiped the ice out of his eyes, and then 1,000 splinters.
I wish I had Uni Coop's cool goggles.
Do.
And that is the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Okay, was that physical damage? I mean, he can't use his reaction, but
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
It's bludgeoning. Yeah.
He gets his reaction back on his turn, which is right now.
Wait. Just a quick question, just so
Yeah.
I know. Do I get the benefits of my own? I do. Myself and my allies. So 20 plus 1 to the damage.
Okay, so
Whatever it was.
another point of damage. So that thing kept going.
The Courageous Anthem is going for the 3 rounds.
Okay, so that
I
keeps
did my
going.
lingering.
Great. All right, it is the manifested Blizzard's turn, and poor Buggles is standing right there. First attack on Buggles is going to be a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, so Buggles is going to take 14 points of slashing and persistent cold, and then it will do a second attack on Buggles, which is borderline crit down, but the map may save you 31.
Not a crit, but
Okay. Good. So that is going to be another 17 points of slashing, and then it will burrow underground and come up right between Ramius and
What is this?
Numa.
What did you just do to him?
They're
You
not
shot
even
him?
fighting.
Ice claw.
And you
Ice
could do that
claw.
from 15 feet away?
No, it's right next to Buggles.
Or was it underneath
he's
the crow's
under the
nest?
mass. I didn't see him.
It Buggles.
Got it.
And then phoom, came up right between. You're flanking, Ramius. Right between Anuma's coming to the back of the ship against these Sakawachi's crew, and of course Hubert there, who I've added to the map. At the back, Buggles now taking persistent cold. His brother Ramius' turn, oddly enough.
Oh, it's so cool on Foundry. So I can't see Ramius because he's under the sail, but I
Yeah.
can. If I click on his square, sail becomes transparent.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah,
Foundry VTT.
I could see myself.
I can see myself. What do you got? How is he with the fists?
Terrible. So I think he's just gonna.
You know what I want to do is punch an ice monster.
Ah.
man.
We've established you can step back without rolling the acrobatics. But that's an action. And then you a direction spell.
All right. If you're going to keep that going, that's great. I'll do that. So he'll step back 5 feet kind of towards Buggles, and then he will fire off that dagger again at the creature.
It's great. It's just permanently translucent for me.
Nice. That is a 29.
That's a hit.
Nice.
So he'll do another 15 points of spirit damage.
Okay.
And then he will God. As much as I hate to do it, he's going to one action heal Buggles.
Okay, so move, attack, one action heal.
One action heal. Sorry, man. That's why I don't do it. 10 points of healing.
That's more than twice what I had. So.
Oh my god.
Okay. And it is Buggles' turn.
Okay. Yeah, this is this really sucks for me. I'm gonna do. Maybe it makes sense. All right, so he is concealed from me.
No, as long as he's within 15 feet, he's not concealed, and I think he is exactly 15 feet away.
Okay.
Concealed from, Barnes and Zephyr.
Okay.
Barnes is going to call out to you to hold.
I will hold.
Because I can do nothing, but I could give you guidance, maybe, or aid you. If that's helpful.
Well, actually, this is the Cool Khan, so I don't think he
All right.
listens.
Playing true to
He
form.
doesn't need your help.
He doesn't listen to cowards.
No.
I'm the only. Who got credit?
I got credit.
I critted and took some ice shards in the eyes
And splinters.
and splinters. That was flavor.
So I'm going to do, again, the remove damage from my Psyburst. Does no... So he's immune to cold.
Immune to cold.
Okay. And then I'm
is
going to
cold.
do a fiery frostbite instead. because
Fiery
I'm failing on all of my attack rolls.
frostbite.
So I am... Please give me a... Oh, it's fortitude. Fuck.
It's not reflex.
No. Yeah, give me fortitude.
23.
Okay, just a regular success.
Okay. That's good.
It was the. It was the seven.
Any fire
the
damage
seven
getting through
that
is huge.
looked like a 1.
No.
44, 3 1s and a 2. Yeah. Okay. So
2 points of
yeah. No, it's sorry. Let's just 5 plus it's 4 points of weakness. 5 points of weakness.
5 points of weakness.
Okay, so
Plus-
10 points
plus-
of damage.
+1.
11 points of damage.
Okay. Because of the weakness to fire. Describe your kill.
or the cool Khan, I should
Yeah, the
say.
cool-
Only did
Khan.
exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah.
So he hears this instruction from this lesser form, this lesser being.
That would be Barnes.
Shouted at him.
That's Barnes.
Buggles, wait!
And he switches the aura around him from ice to fire and back again, and he closes this like cloud of cinders, like snaps shut on it as it melts it into a puddle on the deck.
Yes.
Some of you are still suffering from persistent cold damage, but the major threat of this manifested blizzard is out of the way as the snow falls, forming drifts on different parts of the boat. All of you remember the sled, the creature, the tarp, the black spire, and just like in that vision, you all watch as Sakawachi is looking at all of you strangely. And we'll see you next week.
This fucking guy.
This
Fucking guy.
I don't know about this guy.
I don't know about this fucking guy.
Get up, you fucking guy.
I'll fucking kill you.
You piece of shit. I'm scrappy on you.
I'm scrappy dude. I'll fucking kill you.
Scrappy fucking dude.
Kill you!